I'm here, guys. Sorry. It's so hot. I'm gonna try my hardest to keep the air off. And I know a lot of you guys like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Trust me. I want this video to be viewable in the future, and I want people. It does. It has when it plays back. It has like a vibrating. I can't explain it, but it does. And maybe right now in the moment you can't tell, but people will be able to tell. So I'm gonna try my best to keep it off. But oh my god, it's been so hot. Dude, I've had it on all night, okay? All night, like, through sleeping and everything, and I come in here and it's still not even that cool because 'cause it's been so hot out, so anyway, how's everybody? I'm here. Let me plug in my phone. Um, how's everybody doing? So I'm gonna continue the weight stuff. We might finish it well, no, we won't finish it, never mind. I've been doing, like, 100 pages at a time. Or is it 200 pages? Wait, how many did I do last time? Let me see. Yeah, like 100 pages at a time, and it takes about 2 hours. So yeah, we have a few more actually. Um, but like I said, I want to start off by because a lot of you guys weren't here the other day when I showed the people what I made from the four of the Wade phone call ones. Now I had a couple other videos because I try to like replay them or redo them, but I just want to. I'm not going to give you my whole paycheck, but I just wanted to show you an idea of like what so many thousand views pays. Just for those of you that are doubting, like why I'm asking, because I know a lot of you are like, you're probably making so much money on the videos. Why are you asking for money? Well, no, I'm not. Now remember that last batch cost $1,300, and I'll show you what I made on it, which isn't even close to how much it costed. So that's why I'm saying like, so I already went in the hole for that one. So for this new one that I ordered, I would like to try to get I have gotten some help, thank you, but I'm gonna keep asking because if you want me to keep ordering them, you'll see. I don't make as much as people because I don't get like a lot of donations. Like some channels do make really good money because they get like tons of donations. I just never I don't know. Nobody I'm not a big I don't know, maybe I'm not a donatable creator or something. Or maybe I don't ask enough, but this is why, because when I do ask, I get crap. So I'm not saying everybody. I mean, there are some channels that you see that they're just getting like 50 bucks, 100 bucks, 200 bucks. They're getting donations. So those people probably are making good money. I never I never made my money through donations because I don't get a lot of donations. My money comes through my ad revenue, views. So that's why I have to bust my butt to get a ton of views or put out a bunch of videos so I can make money since I don't really get that much donation. Now, some channels do. Some channels don't even really depend on the ad revenue because they make so much on donations. Not me. Go back and add my donate. I don't. Let's just and remember they take a certain percentage. It's never been me. I've gotten lucky, like a few cases where a few lives where I got like a good amount, but that was like a couple years ago, I think I did. But yeah. So let me just show you so that everybody that thinks that makes thousands of dollars on these videos. I already did show it on another video, but I just want to show it to begin with. So maybe if you guys are just doubting because you think I make so much, maybe it'll help like be like, okay, yeah, we'll contribute. So you see that I'm actually not making what you guys think. And just keep in mind, these are my highest like if you go back in the last couple months, like my highest views are like 10,000 views, right? These are all like my highest videos are the phone calls, really. And like I think one's almost 10,000, one's 7,000, 6,000. I mean, this is how much that many views. It's not what you think. So, like I said, I know some of you guys already saw this, but there are new people that we didn't have that many people in the last live when I showed it. But and this takes into account everything recommendations, channel pages, subscriptions. It takes into like if anybody joins the membership during that video, it takes into account everything from that video, like what you made in that video. 9,000 views. 15 bucks for 7,000 views. 15 bucks. 25 bucks for almost 7,000 views. Not what you think, guys, not what you think. So now you know why I'm asking. It's not because I freaking it's because I have to if you guys want me to keep ordering it, because 'cause I'm not gonna keep I already spent thousands of dollars where this is my job. I'm supposed to be making money. So I'm like, I have to not only go and order them, I have to redact them, I have to put all the visuals, so I'm actually putting my work, my job into it, and then I'm going in the hole every time, and how much time it takes me to put together it because I like to add visuals and stuff, and then actually going and doing the live and talking to you guys and stuff, and then making sure everything's redacted, names, so the videos don't get taken down. Like if there's any phone numbers or you have to listen through them all. And I mean, this is my job. I have to pay my bills. So like I can't keep spending thousands of dollars and not at least breaking even. So that's the only reason I don't normally ask. You could go back to years of my videos and you only catch me a couple times asking um when I really need it. So if you guys do want to keep getting these phone calls or messages, I really do need your help. That's it. But otherwise, I'll just move on to a different case. I mean, I did order that next batch of calls, but I'm hoping that let me put a goal. I'm hoping I make a little bit more so I could at least break even for that. I'm already mad. I already lost so much on the other orders, but I'm hoping maybe in these future ones I could at least break even. That's what I'm hoping. Or if I'm not, I can't keep going in the hole, guys. So I'm gonna put up a goal. And that's why I'm trying to offer like $25 gift card, like to make at least to give back, but that's not even help. That I can't even make the goals with doing that. All right. So yeah, I wouldn't ask if I didn't need to continue ordering them because I hate asking. It takes everything. But I know there's a lot of people that still want them, and I don't want to let you down. So I'm showing you like I don't have a choice. Like if you want them, can we all just pitch in a little bit, guys? And I know some people have, and thank you. That'll go towards this next order, but it's still not. I mean, it's still not gonna cover it. Okay. All right, hold on. Let me do a goal at least. Maybe we can make a goal. A little incentive. So if we make the goal, or everybody that's hold on, I see a couple super chats. I'm gonna thank you in a minute. I just want to put a goal. And I'll add you. Canarella, I'll add you onto the if we make the goal, I'll add you for the giveaway too, since it won't count on the numbers, but I'm gonna add you or whoever. Okay, hold on. Let me do it. I'm gonna try to do 20. I'm gonna try to be ambitious. We could do it. Come on, guys. No, come on. Oh wait. 20. Why is it not doing it? Okay. But if you can't, now people that can't do it, I understand that there's a lot of people that can't. And I don't want somebody to do it if they can't afford it. I'm not asking that. But I do think there's somebody that maybe can that want it that could help contribute a little bit here. And if everybody that can contribute a little bit, it would add up. You know what I'm saying? We all contribute a little bit and then none of us have to go broke. And I could at least break even. That's all I'm asking. I just want to break even, guys. I'll put in the work, but I just want to break even. Um, okay, so I did a goal. All right, so let's do this. Oh, thank you, Tina. Thank you, and thank you, Hinterella. I wish I could help more. I really, no, that's awesome. I'm keeping track of everybody that's helped and stuff. Keeping track, and what I'm trying to do is like, if I could try to like break even on this next order, which I put the order in, so these next things, if I could try to break even, then I could order the next batch. You know what I'm saying? And then since I don't know, like, if I could at least maybe even after that, if I could at least get, like, half the amount, but at least maybe break even on this one since I already spent, like, so much before that I got screwed on and after. And then I could try to put in the order for the next, but I can't I don't I just wanna wait because I don't wanna be stupid. Oh, thanks, Hope. Nora, thank you. So yeah, I put in the order for the other one. I know I keep forgetting what it's for. Hold on. I shared the wrong screen. Hold on, guys. I'll tell you in a minute who I put it in for. Hold on. I forgot. I don't know. I've been so like my brain, I keep forgetting who I did. Okay, let's see. Let me open it. What did I have it? All call logs. Hold on. I want to try to find it. I always forget what I have it labeled as. Calls me, journey, death row highlights. Idaho numbers to order has to be right here, right? So I put in the order for Yong, Rosemary, Meek, Erica, Jens, and Jeanette. Now I can't promise how many calls that's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? That was the price they quoted me, and then I don't know. It depends. I mean, it depends on how out of all those people, who he called and who answered. It's making me nervous though that it's not gonna be that many. I'm gonna be so my heart's gonna sink if it's only a couple for that price. I can't even think about it. Yeah. And Eric, did I say Erica? Yeah. But let's just keep our fingers crossed and hope there's like a lot of actually phone calls that actually they answer. 'Cause remember last time I got a lot of crap that they didn't answer. Oh my lord. Um, and then them saying that they have to start charging for them giving an estimate. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you charge enough already. Now you have to charge for estimates, like for the time it takes to give an estimate or something like that. It's like, so now you want to charge more. Like, now you're putting in an extra charge. It's freaking ridiculous. Okay. So I don't know. I mean, I'll get the breakdown of the cost when they send me the receipt with the order, but uh I don't know what they're gonna account for estimate, like, "Oh, for us to estimate and go through estimate the cost, like, what are you charging me there for?" I mean, like, how much you charge for that? Oh, isn't that funny? I feel like they're taking advantage of me because they're seeing that I keep coming back and ordering. Because the place that you order the calls is the same place I'm ordering the messages from, so they're like, I've already spent thousands of dollars ordering those messages, and now I'm ordering the calls too, so I think they're seeing like, "Oh, she'll order them, so we can just charge more, so let's add in another charge. Let's add in another charge or something." I don't know. Like, why would you need I don't know why. I hope that's not what they're thinking because that's bull crap. Um, Thank you guys. Thanks, Soul, Angie, Nora, Curious KB. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. That'll make me feel so much better ordering this stuff and feeling like I'm not being stupid. Not being stupid. Okay, so let's do it. We're gonna go continue the messages. I tell you, these women are crazy, guys. Did you see the title? That really happens. Like, somebody really said they did that. So I'm imagining they really did that. Like, what are you talking about? These women are vicious. And it says who they did it to, but I'll save that for, so you gotta watch and you'll see. But like, oh my God, lie about an STD and then sign the person up for military. These women, yeah. What is going on? Oh my gosh. I was wondering growing up, or I was wondering How is law and crime getting those transcripts? I tried to see if I could find them anywhere in like on any documents, and then I was like, you know what? They probably have a source that they're probably ordering 'em from. But 11,000. I guess the supply. I guess it's the demand for it. They look at like how many people demand. But here's the thing, though. The Wade case really isn't that big compared to like Diddy. The Wade case was more of a very like it's not really. I know it seems big because the people there's like a certain group that was really invested in it, but it's not anything compared to like the size of Diddy. Like if you go ask anybody outside, like, do you know who Wade Wilson is? Most people be like, huh? You ask, do you know who Diddy is and know what's going on? Everybody will know that. So I get that, but I didn't know that they paid that much. I was figuring they just had a source and they were hooking them up. But who did you hear that from? Wait a minute. Thanks, Stevie Bentley. Oh, you got a new picture up. Nice flowers. Who did you get? Well, look at the title. What do you mean? Did what? Do you guys does any of you guys don't read the titles, huh? I've noticed sometimes people come into my lives and be like, "Who is that?" And it'll be in the like, look at the title. I usually put at least who it's about. But what's on the title? Yeah, somebody really did that, poetic. That's what I'm talking about. Um, yeah, the transcripts are just as expensive as the calls, really, because its transcripts are like they're just per page, and it's like documents. Like I would say, if you look at like equivalent to compare like other documents or other phone calls, I would say the transcripts are more expensive than the calls. If you, in my case, in my opinion, like what you get, because usually calls, like when it's like video or audio, I feel like it's always a little bit more than just like like documents. But maybe I'm wrong. But I mean, I just feel like that's relevant to what relevancy type. Like the documents are more. But I could be wrong. I don't know. How do you tell? Wait, who? Wait, huh? I don't know. But see, like, they make a lot of money. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Law and Crime or whoever, they were the ones getting the transcripts. I mean, they're making thousands of dollars probably on their videos. And think about all the people super chat. I mean, they're well off. They could do it, but like my a couple thousand view videos, I'm struggling. I can't pay thousands of dollars for files. But people that have like million, I mean, yeah, they're doing good. And they tend to get isn't it crazy though? And I've noticed this, like I've been in like I don't usually go to live chats, but in the past, like that one big huge channel, I've just like popped in just to see. It's not even true crime. I forget what it is. Just to curiosity, like how many people go in their live chats, and they'll get literally like tens of thousands of dollars in super chats, and they're already like millionaires. And it's like, dang it. Like people will spend more money for more successful people. It's weird. It's like, oh, you're famous or you're doing so good. I'll give you money, but this person over here struggling is working her butt off. We're not going to donate to her. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird. The more bigger channels that are making a lot of money, they'll get a ton, like long crime. They'll get like tons of donations. I don't get it. I'd rather give the underdog, the one that's making an honest living, money. To be honest. I would never donate to like those huge channels. I would donate to like phone calls from prison. I've donated to her, or like people like busting their butt for each view that they get and each donation. But you're heading? It's true. Who's all Yeah, they do. I've been in their live chats. They get super chats. Are you kidding me? When they do live streams? Every time I've went in, they get, like, a lot. Maybe we're law and crime. When they do live streams, I mean, they're always super chats up there. At least the ones I've been in. Um, they mentioned what growing up? Anyway. Yeah, she has a big channel, Casey. She usually doesn't even do true crime. I've watched her other stuff. I'm surprised she's even doing true crime. But she have like a million? I mean, she has a pretty big channel. If she has workers and stuff, I don't have any. I wouldn't be able to afford hiring anybody. That's how little I'm doing. um, all right. So I know, right? Right? No, I'm just reading chat. I guess I should start. Okay. I was just reading what you guys were saying. Oh, you haven't? I have because when I watch the trials, like, if I'm not covering the trial, I usually watch them with Law and Crime. I don't know why. Well, because 'cause they're usually the main people that do it, and alright. I actually don't mind Law and Crime. I just it bothers me because when I started my channel, the YouTube true crime world wasn't as, like, commercialized, and it was like a place that you could go watch whatever area, and it wasn't tainted by, like, a big companies. They just started and then now every company knows how I don't wanna say important, but, how, like, yeah, I guess important or how big it is to have a YouTube channel. So they all just started, really putting time into their YouTube channels and stuff, and it's become like we're like TV. It's basically like TV again. And so the specialness of what YouTube used to be is, like, taken away because now it's, like, overloaded with stuff we used to watch on TV, like that kind of stuff. Big corporation companies that are bought where like the people reporting really can't even express their opinions. They're expressing the company's opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not as honest or whatever. And it's just so that part I don't like a long crime, but maybe I only like them because we're forced to watch them because they get all the freaking trials. Like, if you wanna do trials, I mean, they get all the good interviews a lot of the time. I mean, I know other people get interviews, but they have stuff that you wanna watch. But think about it, though, if they weren't around all these big things, then we would be the ones getting these interviews. People that wanna be, interview on YouTube, but they're going to the I don't know. So, I'm it's like a hate-love relationship I have. Um, Thank you, controlled chaos. Yeah, but Jocelyn, there most people are streaming from Law and Crime. They're the ones that have the cameras in the courthouses. So most people are just restreaming from Law and Crime, Court TV. Sometimes a local channel will actually do a trial, but most other channels stream. They're all streaming from the people that have the cameras in it. So, um, Why are you banned, Lisa? I'm confused. Melanie, hey! What trials are you guys watching? How kind Cracula? Yeah. That's the problem, though. I don't even know if they've talked on the phone. I don't know if he called him. He may have never talked to him. So all that time I'm paying for them to go look it up, and he may not have talked to him. I don't know if he did. I just know the number was exchanged. I don't know if Wade ended up getting a hold of him. Jen's. I don't know if Wade ended up getting a hold of Jen's. Jeanette. I don't know if he ended up calling Jeanette before he got to death row. Like, I'm praying that there are some calls because I'm paying for them, but it's freaking me out because the ones I ordered, I don't know. But like, I didn't want to order like a big one where we knew he talked a ton because I didn't know if I was gonna have enough money to like buy it. Because let's say I ordered something that has like, let's say, think about it. How many? Let's say I ordered Jesse. Can you imagine if they go through all of Jesse's? Like, phone calls from prison is still plain Jesse's, but if I ordered them all together or breezy, let's say he made 100 calls to her, like that call, like then I'll be like, shoot, I can't afford it. Then what do I tell him? Like, oh, I don't want those after, you know what I'm saying? So I was like nervous to order or somebody. So what I might have to do is when I order somebody big that I think might have a lot of calls, I might just have to do one at a time, like breezy. Let's just see how much is breezy. I mean, we already heard a couple calls with breezy from phone calls from prison, but I think he talked to her a lot. So what if that costs me like $4,000 or something, they say? Then what do I do? I'm not gonna, I can't do that. So that's why I ordered ones where I figured, okay, he probably didn't talk a lot to him, but these will be like good conversations. If he talked to these guys, they'll be really good because we haven't heard him yet. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm rambling, but yeah, right. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Charlie Duck. I do think that the specialness of YouTube is starting to fade out because all the big things are like taking away all of the people. Like, for instance, since Law and Crime and all these big channels are getting all these body cams and all these videos now, like, once people watch it once, a lot of the times they're not gonna, you know what I'm saying? How many times are you gonna watch it? So and then they're getting all these interviews, so they're getting them. So it's like it leaves us people now not being able to be struggling because we have nothing left to order because they have thousands of people working for them to order, be on top of everything, and be the first to order all these body cams and interviews. And it's just like, man, like, for instance, Taylor Business. I actually had those interviews, but those interviews, those interrogation interviews, I had them like about a month or 2 before Law and Crime. Only got a couple thousand views. They upload it after me, like probably a month, or maybe 2 months, 3 months after I had them up. Millions of, like, a million views or a couple 100,000 at least. Probably now it's probably at a million. I don't know. It's like, dude, I've had these up for months. Why didn't you watch them for me? And I actually played the whole thing. Like, I didn't just cut out highlights. I played the whole gosh darn thing. So just, I don't know. It's frustrating. Um, Denied. I've tried to order them a couple times. They will not release them. They said something like, um, I forget. I don't know. My brain's foggy, but they no, they won't do them. They won't. Trust me. I was so excited, Kim. I got this close to getting them. This close. I thought I was gonna get them. I have her list of, but wait, so about 5 months ago, 5 or 6 months ago, estimation, maybe 7 or 8 months ago, I don't remember when it was, but it was within a year, I would say. I got close. I ordered them. Looked like I was gonna get them. They gave me a list of the calls because she was in jail for like, 5 years or however many years. So they're like, there's a lot of calls. So pick out which calls you want, right? They gave me a list of all her calls, and I was gonna had to go through and pick which calls I wanted. I was so pumped. I'm like, "Can you imagine her calls?" Oh my god, I was so excited because I thought that meant, "Yeah, we're in." I mean, they gave me a list. I just gotta pick them out. We're gonna listen to them. Dude, I wanted her calls more than anybody's because she is so unique and, like, mysterious and just like, what would she be talking on the phone about? So I get them, and I think it was like the next day I got denied. So I'm like going through the list and like, ooh, should I get this one? Trying to figure out. And then the next day they denied it and said they weren't going to do it. It's like, well, why are you going to send me a list of the calls? So I do have a list. We could go through and see who she called. I mean, if that could be, I never did do it. I don't think I did a video on that. That could be a video, just kind of seeing who she called. I could, there's a lot. But yeah, I was so excited. Oh my god. I have a complaint husband? Complaining, "Oh, okay, come back." Yeah, Kim, and it took forever to finally get that list. I was so pumped. You guys probably remember, those of you watching back then, I was so excited, and then I was, like, so disappointed, like, so disappointed. Um, so yeah, they won't give them to me. I'll keep trying though. Like, that one, what was it? The case I just tried to ask for the calls. They almost acted like they were offended that I asked. Like, that's intrusion of privacy and all this stuff. It's like, I want to write them back like, chill out. Like, go on. Have you been online? Some counties and jails count it as public records. So chill out. Like, don't act like I'm like some psycho asking for them. It was just, I don't know. It made me feel like they thought I was like crazy for asking. Like, whatever. All right, let's go. Sorry, I got a little. All right, I am going to put them up over here so I could read straight on. So it's going to be from 2024. I'm just going to pick off where I left off from the last time. And that's it. Oh, okay. There's one message I will not be reading from Brooke because it's like all very. I'll put it up for a minute if you guys want to read it, but I'm not going to read it. Melanie, go look at my Courtney playlist. Did you know I did cover that case? I ordered those files twice, and that was all that they had, I guess. Courtney Clenny. Okay, so here we go. So Wade to Kelly says, "Okay, you're right. I just asked, and your money on my Cash App did come through, but what the F ever? You keep saying about money on my books. You're effing tripping hard on that, Kelly. I have an effing list here on the tablet that shows who sent what, but not from you on there. F all the money in the world, but I'll call you soon anyway." Like, okay. And then Wade to Andrea, "Can you get someone for me to help out with this?" And Wade, another one to Andrea says, "And I'm not texting people anymore. That's the truth." Okay, let's see if he's not texting people anymore. Let's see. Andrew says, "I'll reach someone in Lee or Collier who offers those contracts. I'll send some names and numbers over to you." And then Wade says, "That won't be necessary. I can't contact them from jail as most often they will not pick up collect calls. It's okay." And then Wade to Kelly, "I'll call you soon. I'm not worried about no effing money, LOL. Yeah, you are." Andrea says, "Would you like for me to contact them for you?" Catherine says, "I definitely enjoyed talking to you. I hope you start to call me a lot. I definitely think we get along well. Definitely same views on stuff. And yes, I think your tattoo is very sexy. I'm just shy in the beginning. We definitely need to keep talking. I think you're super sexy. I really do hope you keep talking to me so something can come out of this. I'm crazy though that that's a warning. Haha, not crazy bad, but good crazy. Like ride or die thing. You don't need to ever worry about me posting because I won't. I hate people in my business, but I'm craft. I'm craft enough to fly out to see you though. At one point, if you'd ever want that. And then Wade to Andrea, yes, please. Also, the girl Bree posting online, here's her number. The other girl, Sarah. And then Andrea's, and then she says, okay. Oh no, Wade sent, sorry. Wade gives Andrea Bree's number and Sarah's number. And then she says, okay. And then Heidi says, I really miss talking to you. Andrea says, brother Burger, they said that they have not heard anything yet on the 65%, and they still have it at 85% gain time. I let them know about the Senate bill as of 7/1/24, and they said if that's so, then they won't get the newsletter and law into effect in the prisons for a few months. Big items like that take time to even go after, or wait, like that take time even after going into effect. Call me later. Love you. So, brother Burger. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what we're talking about. Yeah, and then remember, guys, this is from July 9th, 2024. And she says, last one was for me, brother. I had your name in mind and hit yours instead of his. Oh, that's I was like, that was for a brother. That's why. I was like, what am I missing here? Okay. Last one was for me, brother. I had your name in mind and hit yours instead of his. Sorry. And then Wade says, was kind of wishing it was for me. It said at the end of a message to call you later, but okay. And then Wade to Martina says, let's talk. You can get Text Now app or Google Voice number. Nicole says, hi, Wade. Sitting in my psychology class right now. I am so tired today. I was up feeding out horses as usual and then hit my CrossFit class. What do you do to pass the time in there besides read emails from all the crazies? I don't know why I've been so consumed with your case. I feel like it's unhealthy for me, but the entirety of everything is fascinating, especially for a law student like myself. P.S. You're still hot, Nikki. Jesse says, I love you, husband. Also, I got the call earlier from the West Palm Beach Police Department, but they didn't have it. They didn't leave a message. And then he writes back to Jesse, really? That's weird. Maybe call back. Huh. West Palm Beach Police Department. And then Wade writes to Andrea, it would be awesome if you can set me up with a definite lawyer for the situation. They would ask you, though, surely to provide evidence on my behalf. Andrea says, well, all the other stuff wouldn't make much sense being sent to you regarding Florida game time. Now, would it? LOL. Talking about that message that was for her brother when he said, I always wish it was for me. And then Wade says, nope, not at all. But the last part I wanted to make sense. Tiffany says, it was cool talking to you. If you want, you can call me back for your time. I wanted to ask you about your Venmo and if you verified your account. You have to have a bank account for Cash App and Venmo. Whew, I'm still shook that you actually called. Totally would be your ride or die. Hell, I'd swim with sharks for you, just as friends. Question mark. Andrew says, yeah, they most definitely would need to see the proof. Can I think about it for a day, please? I blocked all those girls because I don't want to keep seeing those messages from you to them being posted. And then Andrea again says, if you need to talk, you can always call me. I'm sure you know that. There, I made it make sense. And then Wade to Jesse says, also, please connect you a bank account now to the Venmo. That has to happen. Make it verified. It's funny. Like he'll get a message from somebody telling him how to do something. And then he'll like tell Jesse like what they say about Venmo. Remember? Was it Andrea or somebody's like, you need to verify Venmo or you need a bank account. Zainab says, talk to me. Janine. Hello, Wade. I am Janine from the Netherlands. How are you? I'm following you now for a while. How do you feel? And what do you think that the sentence will be? Wade to Vivian says, pics denied. What the F? Vivian says, I just saw it. I told you. I'll send it again. The pasta wasn't tasty. You guys, I have to turn on the air. It might sound bad, but I'm dying. I'm actually getting sick with it. Oh. Oh my God. Thought I could do it, but it's too hot today outside to go without it. Okay. Vivian says, I just saw it. I told you. I'll send it again. The pasta wasn't tasty. Jesse says, bank added, my love. Vivian says, I have now sent one with a face only. It's just annoying. Is there a woman behind the scenes who approves this? I'll call the jail later when I'm back at the hotel, babe. They can explain that to me. Jesse says, these people think it is your account, right? Other than Yong, who knows? It's not. LOL. Vivian says, I don't believe it. They only approved the photo with the face in the one where you can see a bit of the body rejected. Can you call for 15 minutes? Vivian says, thanks, Brittany. Thank you. That you guys, thank you. That helps so much for that next order. Thank you. DB and Curious and Brittany Briggs. Brittany Briggs. Oh, I'd rather be. Oh, you'd rather be hot than cold? Did you write that wrong? So Wade says to Jesse, yes, the world thinks me on the account. The world thinks it's me on the account's obvious. Why did WPB police contact you? Sure, it wasn't the PD. And Jesse says, I called the number back and it was the PD. I don't know who called me though. So when I get back, going to email and confirm if they send it over to your lawyers. I think it's funny that people think you'd have access to that shit. LOL. Any payments coming through that I should be aware of? Question mark. I have my notifications on, but nothing has come through yet. Wade to Vivian says, clerical supervisor. Jesse says, got a message from Venmo that the account is verified. Brooke says, God, I had a lot of typos in the last two messages. Sorry, LOL. My nails are hella long. It's hard to text with them. I'm at work. Just wanted to say hi and I'm thinking about you, smiling because of you. Wade to Yong says, hey, Yong, just wanted to say that I was thinking about you now and keeping you in my mind. I was told by the other lawyer that I cannot wear a suit for the 23rd, but have to be in jail clothes. How are you? Remember messages way back when I was reading them, he was trying to ask Wade if he could wear a suit for that, for the sentencing. And it's like, ask your lawyers, because I think it'd be a good idea if you wore a suit. I don't know if you remember Young trying to get him to wear a suit. Vivian says, I'm really sorry, babe. I was just a little annoyed because the food didn't taste good and I'm still hungry. I'll make it up to you later, I promise. I don't care. I'll fight. I love you. Tiffany says, there you go, ghosting me again. I know you're busy. I should be too. Can you do pictures? Seems like you can do a lot of shit in jail. Hey, is it true you can't drive a stick, or is that an internet thing? Wish you could get out. I'd teach you a thing or two. See, that just shows you that these WadeWives don't even know the case. Because if they freaking knew the case, they would know that he can't drive stick. I mean, it boggles my mind because I remember like other messages. I think when I used to watch like the lives from the WadeWives and we used to watch them together, where they were supporting this guy and didn't even watch the trial. So they're like going on about him being innocent, but I don't even think any of them had watched the trial back when they were all like doing like live streams and TikToks and supporting him when it was like real big. And I would say probably at least 90% of them, if not more, did not even watch the gosh darn trial. And it's like, how are you saying so sure he's innocent and you didn't even watch the trial? It just blows my mind. Tilda says, I get that you don't want to answer me, haha, and that's okay. I have 150 credits left and I want to use them all. So I'll send this last message and picture of me. I don't know how long it takes for you to get the photo since it has to be reviewed and all that, but now you know. I wish you the best and I hope that everything goes well. Bye, Tilda. And then Wade to Vivian says, it's always okay, baby, not to worry, my pretty girl. I love you always. Get some rest. And yes, you'll be making it up later. You don't need fight back. It won't turn out okay for you if you do. Or you don't need to fight back. Okay. And then Wade, another one from Wade to Vivian says, I love you. I think I'll take a nap too. I'm still tired. LOL. We will talk so soon, baby. I love you so, so much. Well, thanks, Kim. I am. Now I was starting to get sick there. It was getting too hot. And then Wade to Tilda says, you got an American number for me to call, and I would call. Or you get an American number. So basically saying you get an American number and I'll call. And then to Alexandra, he says, pics are effing sexy. Alexandra to Wade, she says, thanks, babe. Tomorrow I go to the pool and we'll make more thinking about your big one. Do you need more to your trust? And then Angelica says, I hope that you skillfully avoid people who want to destroy you at all costs. I believe that everyone should have a chance to understand what went wrong. Each of us is only human. It may take some time, but to achieve this, you need to close yourself off to what is happening around you. I wish you perseverance because I suspect it won't be easy. Don't close yourself off to people. Maybe you will meet someone who is equal to you, which is sometimes unpredictable. I would like to understand it, but there are questions that I will not get answers to. Maybe for better, maybe for the better. Not everyone will agree with the way I see it, and that is their right. I'm not counting anyone out. I wish you to find people who will pull you up, not down. As before, silence must be heard. Take ye care, Angelica. Natasha says, good morning, or more like good afternoon. I just got off the phone with Bell, whatever his first name is, and he says I need a release information form from the jail, that you release it to somebody so they can disclose what's going on with you and do HIPAA violations. He cannot let me know anything about you. I told him I was your cousin and your aunt was concerned about you. Redactions, and it says, and he just kept on saying, I can't give you any information, ma'am. I would be violating HIPAA, and they just hung up on me. Jesse says, going to be home soon, baby, and then have to move my stuff from the RV inside, so we'll be a little busy. Just wanted to give you a heads up in case you call and I don't answer. Tasha says, I'm about to call up to the jail and they should be making you sign some kind of paper so they can keep me informed about you, but that's up to you if you want to sign it. But that's the steps that I have to go through for them to inform me anything about you. And I already filed another complaint. I want to see, is that the one talking about the HIPAA? Yeah, so she's trying to get information, but I'm wondering if he was wanting her to get information about him. Wade to Jesse, okay, baby, not a problem, but let me know when you're done. Also, please email Malcolm. Like, we need the records, LOL. Did the jail call for the records? Or did you call the jail for records? Sorry. Oh, thank you. Secret forest creatures. Thank you. Ooh, that was louder than I thought. I just wanted to go. Thanks, guys, for the super chats. It's going to be very helpful for. Are you sure the sound isn't good? Baby Bentley, oh, thanks. Thank you. Oh, you're awesome. We might actually make the quote. We might make the goal, guys. It's looking good. It's looking good. Okay. All right. Hold on. I'm trying to. Okay. And then Wade to Angelica, it says, you have an American number. I will call you. I will call if you make it happen. Yong, our buddy Yong says, hi, Wade. I am fine. Thank you. Just worried about you when you are silent. I hope you're okay. I'm still interested in getting your suit and clothing. I want you to feel confident, even in jail jumper. Please don't stop corresponding with me. I want to see you safe. I love you, Wade. Wade to Alexandra, he says, you should always be thinking about my big one. It belongs to you. So tomorrow when at pool, you bend over for pics then. Jesse says, no, not yet, but I will. Can you please send me his email one more time? All right, I am going to turn it off once in a while because I feel like I'm yelling. Okay. So Wade to Yong. He says, I love you too. I need an address to send my things to you. Can you give it to me? I can have it mailed to you next week for certain. Alexandra says, haha, would you like to bend me over and grab my hair? Wade to Jesse, babe, I don't even know his email, lol. Talking about Malcolm's. Alexandra says, though, or thought about yesterday before sleep while pleasing myself. And then Tilda says, well, I don't know how to get one, but I can look into it. Why can't you just text? That's no fun. Did you get my photo though? Or does it take like a few days or something? I was confused 'cause I'm like, is she saying that's no fun? Like, or because she's saying, why can't you just text? But then saying that that's no fun. I think she's asking like, that's no fun. Like, you can't just text, I guess. Yong says, my address, Switzerland. I want all Wade. I still want to come for you on the 23rd. I don't know if you still want me to be there for you. Wait, I will protest the death penalty for you. You are such a gorgeous man, and I won't let you be executed. And then Jesse says, bahaha, whoops. Okay. Sorry, my brain is so slow today. I think I'm just exhausted. Almost home, and I'll find it as soon as I get there. And then Yang says, by the way, I sent you a photo. That's the clothing I want from you. I want all outfits and underwear, shoes, socks. I love you, Wade. Take care. Wade to Tilda, he says, I don't text. Leaves trail that I don't want to be had around. Little does he know that the phone calls are coming out too. It just cracks me up because he's acting like that. Oh, that leaves trails, but the phone calls are recorded, idiot. So like you're in jail now. So I get it, like in real life, it'd be like, oh, phone calls aren't recorded, but text that leaves a trail. But you're in jail now. So everything leaves a trail. Phone calls is leaves a trail too, silly. I don't even call them silly. Ugh. Anyway. Says you can download an app, text now, or get a Google voice number. Pics come fast. I should see today or tomorrow morning. And Jamie says, it's irritating knowing my messages are getting lost because of all the other strangers writing you. Like I wrote you enough with no reply that if I did it again, it would be considered psychotic, lol. Plus, I don't have the money to send the pictures you want. You know of the Jamies, and I wanted you to call? Wait, you know of the Jamies, and I wanted you to call. Wade to Alexandra, he says, better have been real wet about the big one on me. Slap ass, pull hair, make you bend, grab ankles for me to get inside. Wade to Alexandra, let me come inside and get it pregnant then. Oh my God. Vivian to Wade, I love you too, baby. Sleep well. We'll talk at 4. I'm looking forward to it. I want you so much. Wade to Alexandra, you make me comment TikTok here is my 2 accounts. Wait, you can make comment TikTok here is my 2 accounts so people can send money. Keep me and use secret though, babe. Keep me and use secret though, babe. Yeah, because you're I don't even want to say cheating. I mean, it's at this point, it's just you're just with everybody. You're telling everybody you love them, everybody you want to marry them, everybody you want to have a tattoo of you on them, everybody you want to get pregnant. Oh, so he gives a Venmo and PayPal. Alexander says, for the PayPal, what's the mail? Gmail? Wade to Alexandra. PayPal, yes. The mail is Gmail. Connect, but the PayPal account search is Wade Stephen Wilson. Alexander says, oh, yeah, we'll be a beautiful baby for sure. And Alexandra to Wade, okay, will do. I had that in mind. They also made a petition to save you from death penalty. Tilda to Wade. Yeah, that's understandable. I'll look into it. Wait, what is she responding to though? 636. Hold on. What did he write to Tilda? I just gotta understand what she's responding. He said, "I don't text." Oh, about the text, about leaving trails. So he's saying that get the tech, I want to call, so get a voice number. And then he says, pics come fast. I should see it today or tomorrow. And that's why she says, that's understandable. I'll look into it. And then Alexandra says, I kept it a secret. Don't worry. I have your best interest in mind. I hope maybe someone will get you a better lawyer. Wade Alexandra, he says, my lawyer filed a motion for new trial saying my rights were violated. You can look it up online. I have some people on my side try to help me get a new lawyer. Cost a lot of money, lol. And then he says to Wade to Alexandra again, says, I know you do. That's why you're my main thing, baby. Trust it. About her having this best interest. Okay. Deanna says, Wade, baby, listen. You certainly don't have to listen to me. Wait, hold on. Wade, baby, listen, you certainly don't have to listen to me. After that's kind of funny where she's like, listen, you certainly don't have to listen to me. And it may not be any of my business, but I feel like you should at least know about what some of these girls are saying about you behind your back. I told you in my last message, most of the females you're talking to are only talking to you for clout or some kind of attention. Who is this again? Deanna. Okay. I was scrolling on TikTok earlier and this girl's page came up. I think her name is Bree or Bree. I don't know. Remember, Bree is Jasmine. Bree has and she's Brianna, Bree, and Jasmine. Those are all the same person. She's literally posting screenshots of all of your all's messages, not what she sends, just what you write to her. She has made a whole 10-minute video talking about how she is playing you and acting like she's interested so she can be your karma on behalf of your victims and just some real messed up shit. She said she's making you have real feelings for her and then she's going to just stop talking to you and leave you hanging. She's literally putting all your business out there. And I just don't think it's fair or right because you obviously thought you could trust this girl. You said, or she said, you're weirdly possessive. Her words, not mine. Over her, so weirdly possessive over her and trying to get her to move to Florida so y'all can get married. And then you got mad at her because she wouldn't send you money and then showed the screenshots where you've been calling her so many times and her making fun of you because you're the one with a bedtime, not her. She hasn't shown what she says to you, just the things you send her. She said you're an idiot if you think she's not talking to other people too. Then she's making posts asking for all the girls that you're talking to comment so they can be in a group chat together. I don't know. It's just very childish. And I think it's effed up. So I thought you should know about it. There's more girls making posts too. It's not just her, but she's the main one doing it and saying the vile shit. Like I said, this has nothing to do with me, but I wanted you to know what was really going on behind your back. I'm going on vacation soon, so it might take me a minute to respond back. But if you want to talk, I'm here for you. I'm a grown ass woman, so you don't ever have to worry about anyone ever knowing we talk. Try to have a good rest of your day, and maybe we can talk soon, love. XOXO. Wow. Mamma mia! You're the only probably Texas made. No, Texas made. You missed. Go back. You're missing all of my other ones. I've been covering. If you go back, there's more other cases now than that. I just covered the last two videos have been other cases, or maybe even more than the last two videos. You guys never show up for those ones. It's crazy. Like the people that don't want to watch the Wade ones show up for the Wade ones and then get mad that that's all I cover. And then I only have 40 people in my other ones. I've been covering other ones more than Wade. I've been doing Wade like once a week and the other ones a couple times a week. Yeah, where were you? The last, what, 3 lives, 4 lives? And then before, I wish you come to those. Yeah, it sucks because I wish people would come to them. I've been doing more other cases than this. Oh, I don't get it. I really don't. Hmm. Oh, thanks, Lisa. Yeah, but come to my other ones. Please, I need the people in the other ones. I've been doing like seriously, if you go look at the last few weeks, I've been doing more other cases than this. What do you mean sounds like Wade? Brianna? What? You could always rewatch the other ones though, they're up. I don't get it. You said every case, every stream sounds like Wade? Murder, because they're all murder cases? I mean, I don't understand what that's supposed to mean, but okay. Anyway, I'm not gonna let anybody. I'm in good mood, good mood. Okay. Where are we at? Who was that to? That was from Deanna. Oh, that was interesting. That actually was a good one. Like we're breezing all that crap. Well, we got her responses because I know that's what a lot of them like to do. Like Sarah used to do that too. They would only post Wade's responses before I was getting the messages. They wouldn't post theirs. Everybody was just posting Wade's, not posting theirs. Now theirs are all getting exposed, and we could see how you guys all responded. No, I know it's fine that he's working a lot. I'm not saying that. I was talking about Brianna's comment. Texas me, no, that's fine. I'm not even mad at you, Texas me. My point was try to calm with the other ones. Like, and I just wanted to show him, I wanted him to go back and look so he could see, like, no, that's not true. I do cover other ones. That's all. I'm just trying to get people involved in the other ones. I saw that he said that. I'm not even mad at him. That's not even a thing. Anyway. Angelica says, I can't do it. I live in Poland, so how can I do it? I also speak Polish on a daily basis, so I don't know if you will understand me, and I will understand you. What interests you that you wanted to contact? You don't know me, and you don't even know what I look like. Okay, hold on one second. Hold on, give me 1 minute. So yeah, Brianna, yeah, it was 6 days ago, but guess what? 1, 2, 3, 4 other videos before my last Wade video. So I did 4 other videos, non-Wade videos before my last Wade one. So to say that I do Wade more anymore, no. And then before that, then after that, I did 1, 2, and then a Wade one. And then remember, I do pre-records too, which I got some Ezra ones I've been doing. But of course, I'm going to do the videos on the stuff I paid for. I still have this stuff. Of course, I got to do it. So I don't know. No, I'm not mad at you, Texas Maid. I was just answering you because I'm trying to get people involved in my other ones because I need people being interested in the other cases. So I'm hearing when people don't want me to do Wade, so I'm letting them know so they know, look for my other ones because I think this is what I think happens because my Wade ones do get more views. They're getting pushed out more. So the people are only they're only getting recommended my Wade ones because the other ones are so low on views, they're not getting pushed out. So I try to tell people that come in and don't see them, don't just go to my channel and look for my other ones because I am doing other cases. Just please go look so you don't miss out. That's all. Because I need you guys. I need my other ones. That's all. I don't know where all saying is. Hey, Melissa. Yeah, I'm not mad at you, Texas man. I'm glad you're here. I just wanted you to know that I am covering other ones. I don't know where he's at, though. That's a good question. He was here the other night, but then before that, he wasn't here for a couple lives, I mean, it's fine. Mods don't have to be here every live, but it's unlike Alsane because Alsane is usually here at most lives. So that's why I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, he might be working. Okay, so let me continue. Thank you, Mama Mia. Sorry I got caught up on answering. And Lisa, thank you for gifting a membership too. Okay, so let's continue here. All right, so now we got Angelica says to Wade, I can't do, oh, I think I already read it. Let me just read it one more time. I can't do it. I live in Poland, so how can I do it? I also speak Polish on a daily basis, so I don't know if you will understand me and I will understand you. What interested you that you wanted to contact? You don't know me and you don't even know what I look like. But wait, isn't it? She would have had to add him. I'm confused what she's asking. Asking him what interested me that you wanted to contact? She would have had to been the one that added him or that first initiated it, and then he would have had to accept her, right? Anyway, so Wade Alexandra, you better come here for me to get you pregnant, I swear. And then he writes to Angelica, he says, so send me pics here then so I know. You can download Text Now app on phone or Google Voice and get American number. And then he writes another day, Angelica, he says, we can make talking happen. Alexandra says, I'm thinking maybe make a page because people might doubt the money goes to you. Maybe you should send me a new message where you put those details and you write a few words also, and I'll make a screen of the message. And then Alexandra says, yes, I saw he filed, but he should have done things better before the penalty phase. Also, look how she spelled fee. Sorry, I don't like making fun of people on spelling, but that's kind of funny. Then she says, also, all this going viral should have been better to go viral before. And wait, before an interview will be the best. What is she trying to say? All this going viral should have been better to go viral before, and an interview will be the best. And then she says, Alexandra says, an interview will help you out a lot with someone who has many followers or a TV channel. And then he writes Alexandra and says, do you know Bunny XO? She wants to interview. I talked on the phone. Her number is, maybe you should DM her on Insta or TikTok and see what's up. Now, if you're wondering why some of these sound familiar, some of these people, remember I pulled out individual conversations with him and her, certain people, and Alexandra was one that I remember I pulled out like all his interaction and did like a video of just him and Alexandra that one time. So that's why these sound familiar, because I read him and Alexandra's. Does that make sense? Anyway, so Wade to Alexandra says, yeah, my lawyer was shit, but it's okay. We will be back for round 2 with some new lawyers. Babe, we got this. And then he says to Alexandra, I send easy message here for you to make page with the info, but block date and time and your name. Keep only my name to show. So wait, he wanted to make, about saying that was his, that account. Angelica says, I don't know if it's a good idea in terms of the photo and judging me based on how I look, but generally I don't have much to lose. You don't answer questions. That's what I expected. Jesse says, found his email and sent the request to him. Tried calling the jail and they had me on hold. Called back and then they put me on hold again. These people are playing with me at this point, and what they don't understand is it's just making me more upset, which is going to cause them more problems in the future. LOL. And then Jesse says, Malcolm already responded. He said he's sending them over today. And then Wade to Jesse says, yes. And then Wade to Alexandra says, these are my only 2 real accounts. Add plus smartmate.com. Mahari says, hi, Wade. I hope you don't mind me calling you by your name. I've been seeing a lot about you. I guess I was just wondering if you'd be interested in speaking. Would be great to hear from you. Also, I reside in the UK. And Wade to Angelica says, got the photo. Let's talk on the phone when it happens. So wait. So hold on. Is she the one that was like talking about looks? Like, yeah, judging me on terms. So he probably, look how quick, he probably liked the way she looked. Oh, I got the photo. Yep, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. And then Wade to Brooke says, "Can you post my two accounts online so people can send me money to support me? My Venmo and PayPal," and gives it just his name. That would really help me a lot. Now, Andrea says, "Can I ask you something?" And I promise to drop it after. Not only for us to try and be somewhat friends, but because I don't want to keep thinking or dwelling on this. I know you spoke on marriage and even said you love me, some of them. Um, but did you ever talk about having a baby with any of them? Oh, she's saying, and even said you loved some of them, sorry. But did you ever talk about having a baby with any of them? I promise not to say anything back to your answer. This isn't a trick question. I'm genuinely wondering. I didn't see anything, but I'd hope you tell me the truth. However, you're under no obligation to answer the question. I won't be upset if you don't. Andrea, yes. Oh, well, you know now. Of course he did. Jesse says, "I'm sorry I hung up by accident. Call me back." Brooke says, "Yes, darling. I will when I get home." Angelica says, "I didn't expect such a turnaround. What do you want to talk? Or why do you want to talk? Do you have a purpose in this? You realize that we are different in many ways. What do you expect from me? Will you answer any of them? I'd rather know what someone expects from me. You are more direct than I initially thought. I must have miscalculated. I wonder what else you will surprise me with. And what are you guided by?" It's kind of a weird messages she has. Catherine says, "You already move on from me. You already moved on from me." Zainab says, "You'll be glad to know I finished my not so little cleaning spree. Now I'm just wondering when you're going to call me again or message me, babe. You still need to tell me this whole visitation works too, or how this whole visitation works too." Jesse says, "Not sure what happened there." Alexandra says, "I know. Problem is, some people started commenting in a bad way about her idea of interviewing you. She would still do it or not? Question mark. Talking about Bunny." And then Alexandra says, "My name doesn't appear anyway, just at the subject. Don't let, babe." And then Brittany says, "Try again. I don't know what happened." Brooke says, "I'm giggling because you a hustler, lol. Lucky for your girl. Luckily for you, your girl is too. XO, I got you. My TikTok page got banned. I'm so mad. My videos of you had millions of views and others had hundreds of thousands. It's all good. TikTok likes to ban accounts. I'll just make a new one and keep making them. People report accounts. Stupid. The Insta is still up. I'm going to go ahead and post the info there and keep pushing it out along with a petition for signatures. But I'll see up a new TikTok for you tonight. I'm sure it's all set up. TikTok is easier to grow followings on, but the videos are doing hella good on Instagram too. I slay at growing pages and making edits. XXXO. I know how to reel people in with trending sounds and clips of you. The girls are easy to pull in. I know what they want to see. I'm girly like a girl, but I think like a guy. LOL. I'm the best of both worlds, baby. You remind me so much of me. LOL. I just get you without having to say anything at all. Oh my God. Why does that annoy me, that message? Alexandra says, people get excited on the moment. And if excitement is not maintained, they tend to forget. So my opinion is if you get any interview proposal before end of July, accept it. Even if it's not a very public person with many followers. Anyway, the interview will go all over the internet. Hold on one second. Okay. Alexander says, in the comments, many are waiting for you to speak. They are also expecting for you to talk during trial. Yeah, I think that was. Remember when it's like when he got his sentence and they said, or was it before the sentence? They asked if he had anything to say, and he, nope, nope, nope. He didn't want to say a word. Many are waiting for you to speak. They were also expecting for you to talk during trial. Okay. Jesse says, tried my blue shorts and it doesn't show it well, so I'm going to grab a pair of white ones to wet down and try some more pics later for you. Alexandra says, people are divided into the ones who like you and the ones who don't. So what happened with Bunny is that the people who don't agree starting like commenting badly, saying they will unfollow her. So maybe if you do an interview with her, maybe if you do an interview will help have more people on your side. Angelica says, none of these applications work in Poland. So no matter how you look at it, I'm still beyond your reach. Jesse says, baby, I'm sorry. I meant to ask, what size shirt and jacket? Underwear, you said large, right? Looking up stuff now while I'm on a work call. Brooke said, I think this is, no, is this, no, I can read this one. There's this one long one that I'm not going to read. Okay, she says, there's also some other girl who started a petition for you. She's hella young. She lives in another country. I don't know her, but we follow each other. Our Wade accounts and has thousands of signatures on hers too. Um, I'm gonna relay the info to her of where to send her petition. The petitions are catching on, and I'm seeing more and more people doing this for you. It's so awesome. I'm telling you, there are so many people fighting for you. I definitely am the ringleader, and I don't say who I am because I am a private person, and the girls get jealous. I don't want to deal with the drama BS. Girls are always jealous of me. I don't do drama. I do comment on my Wade pages from my personal Brooke accounts, though, and I fight with people in comments of random videos I see all day long. I'll tell you more when we talk sometime. I'm like, yo, I'm like, y'all really just like to make something out of nothing, huh? People are idiots. My pages are Let Wade Wilson Live, and hers are Save Wade Wilson. Um, my petition is good because I pointed out all the holes in the case. I'm smart. My main goal is to get the seeds planted out there that there's so many inconsistencies in this case because it's true. It's mostly it's mostly he said, she said BS. I point things out and people are like, oh my God, you're right. Anyway, talk soon, XOXO. No, it's not. It's not a he said, she said case at all. What is she talking about? And then Brooke says, my personal Instagram is, and my TikTok is, one of my nicknames is Brooker. I don't know, or I know you don't have direct access to them, but if you want to have your people check them out to give you comfort, I'm real and legit. You're welcome to. XO, I don't really post Instagram. I used to do TikToks a lot. I have some cool videos, then I turned it into a fashion page. I'm also on Facebook. You already know my name to search me. Just don't want you thinking I'm some catfish. Anita says, hello, Wade. I reached out to you not to interview you, but I do feel led and want to pray for and with you. I'm a regular woman, but when two or more are in an agreement, God will hear our prayers. Can we speak by phone so I can pray, Anita? Tiffany says, you have my 100%, or you have me 100% bugging. No, I'm not catching feelings. I just wish I can do more for you. Your voice is just as fine as you are. I know you hear that all the time since I can't talk in the since I can't talk in the phone, I can message you. How many kids you got? Do you get to see them? Are you cool with their mom? Do you want to talk about this? I heard you have a fiance. But she says, I heard you have a finance. But I know it's just I mix up two letters sometimes too. It's funny. And then she says, Do you have a girlfriend? Boyfriend? Question mark. You say you listen to rap when you work out. Hopefully it's not the new rap because that shit is garbage. I'm so old school though. When you move over to the prison, will you still be able to talk to me like this or will you be locked up more? If you don't want to talk about any of this, just tell me to shut up. Your ex your ex that's all over social media is a doozy. She really should keep her mouth shut. Trying to make people aware of how you are. I don't believe that's how you are, but I dig the dark side. You make it look so good. There is so much I'd love to do with you. Can I ask one thing of you, though? Please keep it real with me, 100%. I will be by your side all the way if you keep it real. I will do what I can for you. Like I said, I got money, but I'm no millionaire. Wait, I already forget who's this from? Tiffany. Okay. But I'm not no millionaire. If this is something you want to continue, cool. I'd like that. If there's other girls getting your attention, then I will back off. I know I'm not the greatest looking, but I'm not ugly. I'm not bougie like most. I'm a sweet little tomboy. I like guy shit, female audition. Tell your damn lawyers to do better by you. You definitely don't deserve to die. Appeal what you can. Hope to talk soon. Where am I? Amanda H says, "Hello, I hope this letter finds you in decent spirits. I don't know if you got my first letter or not, but that's okay. I'm writing you one more. I just wanted to check in and see how you were doing. In my first letter to you, I asked if you like to read or read to help pass the time. If you don't read, is there anything else that you do? I'm sure you have quite a few letters to respond to also. So, other than read, I draw and do all sorts of things. I'm sending you a picture of some of my art and a picture of me. I'm only sending the one picture of myself because I feel like we should establish a level of trust or friendship. But I think one picture is fine, so you're able to put a face with a name. I'm going to transfer credit so you can write back if you choose to. If not, no hard feelings. I hope you are able to remember that at the end of the day. You're still a human being and deserve to be treated as such by a stranger. Talk soon." Zainab says, "Oh, baby, every time I see a video of you online, it makes me so sad because of the way you're being treated. I just wish I could be there to give you a cuddle and tell you everything's going to be okay. And I'm coming to see you very soon. I hope you know that you can be as vulnerable as you want with me. Whatever is said will stay between us, I promise. Reply to me soon. I can't wait to hear your voice again and see your face, even if it is over a video call for now." Raquel, our friend Raquel is back. Oh, wait, what are you talking about, Nora? Who passed what? Passed what, James? Hold on, I missed it. Congrats on whatever it is, but I don't know what it was. Oh, the bar. Wow. You can maybe help me out if I have any questions. Congrats, James. What kind of law are you gonna do, like, what are you planning on doing? That's awesome. I didn't even know. Good job. That's a huge accomplishment. We'll talk wind down. Let's talk more about that. Okay, where am I? So Raquel says, "No, you won because the worst out there is that kill people that have is that oh wait, I did read that right. Is that kill people that have nothing to do with them. The world should only have killers that kill people they've met outside, not killers that look for people they never met and target them. I don't get how people can vote for death for you. Don't do that. I don't think people get it. They should never be on Earth. Like, he never used a weapon either. Imagine someone used a weapon on people. How can an innocent person not die if they have a gun? Wait, if it, how can someone kill someone they never met before? I would never call you that word. I said murderer, not that. What? Oh, well. Jennifer says, "Hey, it's me again. I wanted to let you know that I got my account. Just waiting any day on my card where I will be able to buy credits. So I won't have to COD you and send a picture to show you. I'm pretty attractive. And well, you already know from my last email, I have a great personality. Spoke with Lee the other day and I didn't say I reached out, but he made a joke. I'm not introducing you to my client. Oh, so she reached out to his lawyer, it sounds like, but she didn't even tell him that she talked to Wade. And then so he's saying that Lee made a joke and says, I'm not introducing you to my client, which is Wade. Smart guy. And I was like, wow, that's weird. What would make him say that? Then he said, because I have had 6 randoms call me and beg me to introduce them, and another 3,500 on TikTok. WTF, LOL. I don't go on social media taking a break. Well, I don't go on social media taking a break while I am in my program to do me and not really communicate with people that have never done anything but be a number on my friends list. So, because I don't go on social media to have known you have a damn fan club, LOL. So that makes sense on why you hadn't emailed me back. Either you already have a girlfriend or too many ladies to write everyone back, LMAO. I don't know. I'm going to send my picture, and if you don't respond, I'll get the hint, but I think you will be surprised. I'm also wondering maybe you're in lock and can't check your messages. I guess we will see after you see me. There are so many weird O's and lame MF. Oh, so many weirdos. Sorry, they have a space. I was like, what is O's? So many weirdos and lame MF. I don't blame you for not writing me back. I guess proof is in the pudding, LOL. Talk to you soon. Who is that? Jennifer. Okay. Catherine says, did you get all my photos? Vivian says, I'm awake again, babe. Looking forward to your call. Miss your voice and your laugh. I love you. Jesse says, also, the pants. Does he want the ones that were tighter on you that you wore on your last day in court, or the pants worn with the light blue jacket and light pink shirt? Um, Looks like it's different. It's 2 different pants you wore. The one you wore on the last day in court were tighter fitting. I found the electric blue jacket and light pink shirt, having trouble with the tie because it has a pattern on it and it's isn't silky. So going to look at Walmart. So you realize what she's doing. He wants the actual clothes that Wade wore. But we already knew that from phone calls. But I mean, now we're seeing it in text messages too. She's trying to find the exact outfit to send it to Yong and pretend that it's the one that Wade wore. It's just bull crap. It really is. So Yang says, Wade, you have my number. If you want, you can try to call me. I want you to be safe. And Vivian says, babe, can you call me, please? Maria says, what are you doing? Jesse says, got all the way to Walmart and was about to buy the underwear and socks and forgot my effing card at home. LOL, I can't today. So then she's going to buy underwear and socks and pretend that they're Wade's and send it to Yang. So Yang spent, he'll say 1,800 bucks for fake clothes. It's just bullcrap. Alexandra says, babe, I started posting some comments mainly on pages in your favor. So not many people who don't like you there. Let's see the reactions. Also, I saw a post with a certain girl, Amber, who wanted to interview you, but she said you eventually declined. Erica says, you're so effing fine. Every time I scroll through my pics, you are there. And it's just too much. I really wish I could get effed by you. You are literally the sexiest man I have ever seen. Vivian says, babe, call back. Wade writes Brooke and says, in touch with Bunny XO, have her personal number. Want to speak on my behalf further with her? Question mark. I'm wanting to do an interview, but also they were trying to jip on paying. I'm not doing it with her for less than 150,000. Last I spoke to her, she was talking with the main producer of the Kardashians reality TV show, which she was. We had that phone call. She did tell him that, but it's just like he thinks that he's worth 150,000. Like he thinks that there's a chance that she's gonna pay him 150,000. Oh my god, that's just funny. So now we got Raquel again. Raquel says, Wade Wilson didn't go out and kill police officers. There's people out there that try to kill police officers. Everyone knows that, right? Imagine you were a police officer. That is your job. You have to do your job, and someone shot you or did something to you before you had a chance to defend yourself. I see life from the eyes of people that have to do their jobs and then get killed or injured by someone. Um, where we at? Yeah, and then get killed and injured by someone for doing nothing wrong. They have to do their job. If anyone on earth thinks it's not normal to not like or love Wade, then something is wrong. Wait, if anybody thinks it's not normal to not wait, I'm trying to think of like what she's actually saying, not normal to not like or isn't that didn't she say that backwards? Because if you don't love or like Wade, it's like you're not normal. I'm trying to think of what she's actually saying because I think she said that backwards. Or maybe not. Um, that's like my OCD. Like I have to understand exactly, like put that into words and understand what is she saying? Not. I hate those double like not normal. If anyone thinks it's not normal to not like or love Wade, something is wrong with you. Um, I guess she said it right. Okay, I don't love or like Wade, and that's not normal. I don't know. Why can't I? I'm silly. Oh, that would actually be normal. It'd be not normal to love and like him. I feel like that's not normal. Anyway, Wade, then something is wrong with you. And I see life from the eyes of people like police officers. I don't see life from the eyes of other people except that I don't see from dead people. I would have made this the subject, but I didn't. Wade Wilson is amazing. Like, I don't see from the eyes of everyone except police. That's too evil for me and weird. Oh, Angelica says, "Hi, Wade. By chance saw your story on social media and it took me some time to think about it. Finally, I decided not to pass by. Moreover, such funny thing like this jail book made it easy. Still can't believe it may work this way. Should say you were king of the party during trial, but I believe it's a hard time. It was a hard time. My name's Angelica. I'm from overseas, 46 years old. Don't think this info gives you much, but I need to start with something. I won't it will not go into details about the reasons I contact you. Shortly, there are many things from my past resonated with your story or with the way how I see it. Thinking about your story has helped me a lot in sorting out the past and the present and wishful and reality. I assume you got a lot of messages and it's good because I know when you are locked, any content from outside counts. In this circumstances and with limitations, there will be no miracle. I will see you are man. What? I see you are a man of action, but everything I can offer is a miracle of communication. My presence and attention to any topic you would like to raise. If you would like, anyway, it was important for me to convey to you that I see your case. I see you and understand to some extent what is behind and matters to me. A. And then somebody named English says, if you ever want to just call instead of message, I can figure out how to set that up. Or if you can do a video visitation, I could do that too. I won't send any more messages unless I hear back from you now. Promise? Promise. I'm sure 3 messages and a pic without a response is a little annoying. Be safe. Wink. And I hope I get to hear from you. Wade to Vivian. Hold on, baby. It's not letting me log in. I restart the tablet, but still same thing. It did this the other day from some time. Maybe for some time, sorry. It did this the other day for some time. Maybe, but then let me back in. Tiffany says, last time I write, I promise. I have so many people asking me questions on TikTok on how they could send money and how they can write you. WTF do I say? I'm trying to help you out, but don't want to be caught up in the hype and mix. You feel? Jesse says, hi, my love. My one and only love. About to eat dinner. I'm probably going to bed by 9 tonight because I'm exhausted. Not sure if you'll want to talk tonight, but just wanted to let you know my plans. I'd still love to have some more fun tonight. I'm not done with you and that monster C word. Mama needs to come again, thinking and hearing about everything we're going to do together. I love you so, 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 so much. My nose is starting to itch. It's like allergies or something. Oh, I'm hoping I don't get sick. So last night I sneezed a couple times. I'm not one to like sneeze unless I'm sick. So last night I sneezed a couple of times, and then this morning I sneezed a couple times. And then my mom said, "Oh, take this thing. It's this whatever. I don't know what it is. These gummy things that she takes when she feels a cold coming on. She says you're supposed to take it right when you get a first sign. It helps." So I took one. And because I have been feeling crappy, like kind of like, oh, tired, but I'm like, I thought it was my period. And I still do think it could just be my period because sometimes I feel like crap before my period starts than when I start. And I started yesterday, but so I was like, I think it is, but I don't know. So I took it, and then you could take them every 3 hours until the symptoms go away. Knock on wood, I took one, and then I took another one in 2 hours, and nothing came on. I don't know if it was gonna come on so far. I hope I don't. It would feel weird having a cold in the middle of this heat wave. Anyway, I don't know why I just got sidetracked and said that. Oh, because my nose started itching. Okay, Brittany says, what's the deal? If you're too busy, it's no worries. I would like to talk to you, but it seems so random. I'm sure your days are very random, but have to go get the kitties. Write me on here and let me know if you want to talk soon so I don't look like a crazy person. Thank you. Did you get the pictures? And then she sends him another one and says, or call now. I have like an hour. Vivian says, and wait, what did he say to her that she's saying and though? Hold on. He says, hold on, baby. It's not letting me log in. I restart the tablet, but still the same thing. I did this the other day for some time, maybe, but let me get back in. So that was at 5:40. And then at 5:52, so 12 minutes later, no, he probably, he didn't message her or call. So she's like, and Christina says, I think I'm getting addicted to you, Wade. The thought of you is definitely doing something to me. Jamie says, the women on TikTok said you got sexual fast in the messages and always typed back. I'm a little pissed. I got none of that. You wanted pics, then you said I'll give you the money so you can send them. At the point where I might go have phone sex with a different felon. And oh my God, wait. At the point where I might go have phone sex with a different felon in there. Kidding, kinda, LOL. Dude, what is wrong with these people? Like, they're that like, that they need to hook up with a felon or a murderer? What? Erica says, I just had an effing dream about you. It was sexy as F. I still love you, Daddy. I always will. And then she says, back in my life, I'm so unsatisfied with everyone and everything. You're lucky I can't get to you. I would make you mine. Jesse says, oh, but if you could please let me know about those questions I sent for the rest of the clothes, I need to send was going to try to place the Amazon order tonight so I can make sure to get the package out by next week before I move to Florida. Let me know if you want me to resend the questions or just call me, whatever is easier. Moving the RV for the night now. Huh. So that's when she moves to Florida, about the second week in July, huh? Last year. Erica says, please don't make me beg you. I really enjoy having you in my life and it sucks without you. Nicole says, hi, handsome. Real talk. I think in the end, no matter who you are and what you've done, I imagine when reality sets in, it can be really scary. Jail and prison is like a small world within the world, its own world. Hierarchy and pecking order. I wonder if you could ever truly be yourself inside those walls. Definitely a tough place to be in. I wonder what you smell like. The other day when I told you I wanted to climb on you, on top of you in your lap, when I saw you, I also wonder what you smelled like. So tall, so crazy, sexy. I wonder, Nikki. Catherine says, I literally have not stopped thinking about you since I started talking to you. Wait, did I screw up and not put 3? I hope I, hold on a second. Let me make sure something. I hope I put 3 hours. The most you could put for the goal is 3 hours. Now that I'm thinking, I don't know if I clicked on, is it still up? Yeah, so hopefully I put 3 hours. I had to have. Yeah, guys, 14 more, right? Yeah, 14 more. Come on, guys, we could do it. Let's make the goal so then I could pick a winner for the giveaway. And then it'll help us get more goals. You could do it. It's 11:11. Make a wish. Thanks, Mama Mia, for reminding people if they want. So is Soul here? Yeah, so you're here too. Okay, good. I wasn't sure if you made it. Um, where are we at? Okay. And then Wade says scratchy pants. I don't understand what he's saying, scratchy pants. And then Cassie says, I had this thought. I usually hate to assume things, but I wondered if you're not really writing to anyone right now because you're viral and there's no way for you to know who the F to trust. Plus, you probably have a million messages and in a mission you're on, so important stuff. And not any of my blabbering matters, lol. Who is this again? Why I keep forget Cassie? Okay. So I decided I would talk to you a little more and see what happens with that. I don't have Instagram or Facebook or any of that social stuff, just TikTok. And you're definitely a huge deal on there. As I'm sure you know, lol. I listen to both sides to get the whole picture of what's going on in people's heads. I personally think everyone is crazy and very few of us know what the hell we're doing. This may sound stalkery, maybe it is a little, but it wasn't on purpose. So when I was first studying your case, I listened to that phone interview you did in 2020, and she made you say your birthday. I was like, "Oh, he's a Taurus." Now the suits make sense. Anyway, here's the stalkery part. So I was curious about your birth chart. So I looked at it and I was like, "Oh, okay, that makes even more sense." I felt bad though that I did that without your permission and I had to fess up. I was going to write this to you last night, but I was really having a weird day, so I drank some beer and my message pretty much looked like this. I had a weird day. I drank some beer and I forgot what I was going to say. Lovely little drunken haiku for you there. I'm glad I didn't waste credits on that. I also decided I probably should send you a picture because after everything I've said, if I was you, I would be envisioning me as this odd, possibly mostly lesbian mountain woman with goats for friends. I'm not that, I assure you, lol. But no, Now that I think of it, I feel like I heard this story about dudes selling pictures to other dudes to wank off to. I'm not saying I think you would, but I'm not risking it. And that concludes my imaginary conversations with the infamous Wade. You can block me if you don't want me to have more imaginary conversations with you, because knowing myself, the likelihood I will do it again sometime in the future is high. I will get over it if you got to do that. Thank you. What? Wow. There's there's that. There you are. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. It was a very kind, very kind. Hi, Cicely. Hi, Angie. I don't know why I'm talking like that. It's like I can't even stop. DIY shiitake. Okay. Marina says, "Hello, I just wanted to reach out." Does this move this way? Oh, look at, will y'all look at that? I was like, I have to bend over, but dude, look. Huh. No, that's awesome. Okay, I did not even know. Hello, I just wanted to reach out to you. I've been following your case and I do believe is unfair. I will continue to follow your case. I'm not requesting an interview and I'm not a reporter nor a journalist. I'm not interested in doing story about you. I think that's very private and should only come from you when you are ready to speak. I'm here if you want to chat, but just be aware that you do have supporters that believe you. Kelly Kelly says, "Wade, you suck." Jesse says, "I found almost everything. This is effing exhausted trying to match everything. And I deserve some extra special treats after all of this. LOL. For the jacket, pretty sure I found the exact jacket you wore in same color. It's about 50 bucks, but worth it for how much money he's gonna send. XL or L? For the pants, it's difficult for finding 34 waist and 36 length. I found a pair that are pretty damn close in color and looks as the ones you wore, but they don't say if it's stretchy or, oh, that says stretchy. He's put scratchy, but he is supposed to be stretchy. Okay. They don't say if it's stretchy or not. Going to keep looking, but worst case, we'll order those. Um, For the pink shirt, found the picture finally, and I found a shirt that looks spot on in color, XL or L. For the tie, it looks like the one you wore has some form of diamond pattern texture to it. I can't find that same one, but I found one that's very close and has the texture to it. For the underwear, I grabbed some today from Walmart and dress socks. I couldn't remember if you said to get socks too, but I think you did. Let me know if you want me to send any pictures of what I'll be ordering. Also, Malcolm still has not sent over the medical records. I'm not, or I'm going to email him before bed tonight if he doesn't send them over. I'm going to take a bath. Did you still want to have some more fun tonight? 5 months. Thank you. Oh, I think because there's different ones, you're right. There's like, isn't there ones you can comment and ones you can't? But maybe there's certain ones that if it goes towards like the goal. Okay. Erica says, "I love you like F. Talk to me, please." Does it sound okay with this mic being like this close? Because I'm like, no, I guess it's probably the same distance when I sit up, but I'm kind of sitting back. Okay. Jesse says, "Am I allowed to take care of myself tonight?" A girl's got needs, and since I'm ovulating over the next 4-ish days, I have extra needs, LOL. And then Jessie says, "Also, not sure if you are aware, but Kevin is supposed to be coming to see you at some point this week. I'm sure it's to prepare, but hoping they also have the financial affidavit for you to sign for West Palm Beach. I'm going to follow up in the morning on that." Brooke, this might be the one. No, this isn't the one. There's one that I remember seeing her video on TikTok talking about it last week. How she wants to do a podcast with you. She's pretty major. As long as she portrays you in a good light and your lawyer advises it's a good idea, I think she would be good to you. She's a cool chick who's been through shit. She's not judgmental. She's a bad bee. Reminds me of me, lol. Hot girl with a dope personality. Oh, you asked me if I want to speak on your behalf? That means you trust me. That makes me so happy. I think you read people well like I do. I'm glad you know you can turn on me and feel safe doing so. I'm not famous though. I'm not sure she would want to discuss any of that with me, but you know that I'm happy to help you however I can. Yay, Miss Juju! Thank you. I'm glad you made it too. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Aaron. Stephanie. Stephanie says, "Hey there, not gonna lie, I about passed out when you accepted my request. I've been following your story and I just wanted you to know that there are so many people out here supporting you. Also, you are extremely handsome. I'm here if you want to chat, and if there's anything I can do for you out here, let me know." Tiffany says, "Call me." Jesse says, baby, I'd really like to get the Amazon order placed tonight because next week is going to be crazy for me with moving to Florida. Please let me know tonight if you can. And I'd also really like to take care of myself if you'll allow it. Pretty, pretty, please, Daddy." Tiffany says, "I'm sure you have gotten so many messages and letters from everyone around the world, and you don't even have time to respond to mine. You did accept my invitation to write you on here, so I would like to talk to you. I'm not one of these crazy fans or someone that's going to judge you for your past or what's going on in social media world. I know it's probably lonely, and I'm not sure if you have anybody though that you are able to talk to, but you're more than welcome to write me back if you'd like. I tried to do a video conference, but you denied my request. But there's attached credit if you'd like to respond to my mass. If you like to respond like my last message. Hope you're having a nice night and hope to hear from you soon, Tiffany. Brittany says, "Here's my main cell. Call them tomorrow day. Let's see if we actually have a conversation tomorrow." Jesse says, "Are we ever going to talk on the phone again at night? I miss you so much, my love. I know you probably don't want to talk, but I love to hear your voice, even if it's just for 15 minutes. I love you." Amanda says, "So this would be my last time I will write to you. I don't know what made you hate me or dislike me, but I guess it is what it is. I've tried to say sorry. I just wanted to be there for you emotionally. Would have loved physically, but also would have loved physically, but also financially. I know you're going to a new prison soon and have no idea who will be there for you and help you with commissary or anything you may need. I worry. I just have too much of a good sensitive heart that I feel for you. I wanted to get to a place with you where you were able to trust me and have someone there for you that you could count on. You have told me you really didn't have anyone, so being the person I am, I thought, let me be the one to help him and whatever he needs. Being in your situation, I know has to be difficult to try. Wait, hold on. It has to be difficult, and trying to find people you can trust must be hard as F to find as well. My intentions are from a good place, and I wanted you to feel like you had someone that's got your back. I miss talking to you and hearing your laugh. And if you ever need my love, you can always reach out to me. Tiffany said, so that was what? That was Amanda. And this is Tiffany. Ew, you make me mad, maybe even a little pissy. You said you would call me. Now you're ghosting me. I thought maybe I would be okay with this, but I don't think I am. You have too many hyped up people out for you. I don't have time for this shit. Take care. Good luck on your appeal. Deuces, Tiff. Brooke says, I posted your PayPal and Venmo on the Instagram and new TikTok page. So if you see random money coming in, that's probably why. I'll keep pushing it. People are probably wondering how whoever runs the account knows the info, lol. Maria Spice is the title. Says, sent you Spice. Doubt you'll get through to ya though. Doubt it'll get through to you though. Whoa, I missed that. What? What? Wow, that's interesting. Some spice. Let me take a note of that. Hold on. Six page. That's crazy. I always make notes if there's like something that's interesting that I want to make a note about. I should put that in the title because that's kind of like what? Wow, you're gonna say that in a mess. Don't you think they looked through in that? And obviously they did because it's highlighted. I wonder why they didn't um take that down. Why didn't they ban that when they didn't? Look. Oh, sorry. What? I'm surprised they let it go through is my point. Yeah. That's crazy. So they see it. It's one of the code word or one of the trigger words that picked up, but yet they didn't flag it like they do some. Interesting. Brooke says, "Hi, hey gorgeous. Work's insane tonight. Not sure when I'm going to get out of here, but I sent some screenshot pics from a video I made on TikTok a while ago. I was singing in them. LOL. Just wanted to say, hey, if I don't get to talk to you tonight, wish I was there with you. I'd kiss and lick you from head to toe. Loves and kisses." Jesse says, "My tiny a-hole won't be ready for you, baby, if we don't practice." Oh my God, I want to throw up. It's been too long without something in there. Probably heading to bed in about 45 minutes. If I don't talk to you, I hope you sleep well tonight and I love you. Well, he hasn't responded to her. She's been going out shopping for him so he can make a couple $1,000. It's so obvious though, like seeing all these messages that he was totally using her, Jesse, to do stuff. Yeah, right. Katie, I agree. Okay. Natasha says, hold on. Um, and when I was and when I was talking to him today, he was kind of rude. You could tell he's a brother. So you know he was probably feeling some kind of way about you anyways. And that's why he's probably doing all that. He's just going to tell me anything because HEPA, I guess. When you can't get a hold of me, you will. I'm not going to do that release of information form. I'll just wait to talk to you because there's nothing I can do. You could tell he's a brother, so you know he's probably feeling some kind of way about you anyways. I'm confused. Well, I don't understand what this person. I mean, this is the one that was trying to get the medical records, and they wouldn't give him to her. He's a brother. What is she talking about? You could tell he's a brother. Anybody? I don't get it. You could tell he's a brother. I don't know. Erica says, "I love you, Daddy. You know I do. Please forgive me. I got your nasty effing name tatted on me. So let me get at that again. I really effing need you. And I guess I'm just not going to stop trying until you forgive me and let me have you back." Taylor says, "I would love to talk and get to know each other." Wade writes to Erica and says, "Tomorrow we talk." Nicole says to Wade, "When I was watching your body language during the trial, at one point you took both of your hands and put them on your lap and kind of moved them in sync upwards as you lean back with your chair. That when I initially started watching your trial, it was like, hold up, who is that? He's fine. He fine, fine. But the way you sat and your stoic expressions made me immediately start picking apart and analyzing your body language. I'm sure your counsel probably prepped you not to respond in any way to anything you heard during the trial. It was a very confident tell, in particular, in that particular moment, in my opinion, but also smooth. I totally get the attraction. The height alone, but then you add the dimples in the eyes and the way you had your hair cut and slicked back, and the hands themselves and the face tats aren't too much. They're just enough. Girls love men who, in stature alone, look like they would be a protector over here, making every female question their cognitive reasoning process. LOL. Myself included. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, looks like they'd be a protector. The only person you need protecting from is him. He can't protect you from himself. So she says, maybe I'm wrong. Doesn't happen often, but it does happen. And that's the one thing that did me in, LOL. I was like, Lord, if you let this dude out, I'm gonna catch a flight to Florida. Florida has some crazy-ish always going on down there, though. That is facts. I wonder if the reason you hadn't called me, decided not to call me the other day or written me back is because I said something that upset you in some way, or maybe I'm not your type. Maybe you just don't want to. Maybe you have a fiance, or maybe you think I'm crazy. Nonetheless, Imma burn the credits I have left up. Then me talking to the wait, I have left up, then me talking to the wall will be over, Nikki. Oh my god. Raquel says, "I wouldn't have messaged if I can't teleport and stuff, okay?" Wait, I wouldn't have messaged if I can't teleport and stuff, okay? Uh, Erica says, "Okay, I miss you so effing much." Maria, the one that wanted to send him spice, says, "If spice don't go through," I don't know what that is. Because I redacted that. Must be I bet you it's her phone number. And it says, "Bye, insert peace sign emoji here. Also, insert devil smile emoji here. I got that tattooed on me. Okay, bye." But I don't understand. She's saying if it doesn't go through to call her or something or bye. What? Okay, Raquel says, like, tell me why. The first thing you did is doubt this person literally hates teleportation. Just so you know, I would visit you in real life too, and I will. Stop. You need to give people time. No rush here. Let demons heal, or let demons heal right. Now, wait, hold on. Let demons heal right now before you make them mad. I almost got past what you are with God. Then you did that. You messed it up. I can't be in your cell if you do something wrong. Okay. Now we're on July 10th, 2024. Raquel says, if the entity pretended to be you, it always does that with everyone anyway. Don't do what I said. Jessica says, "Hey, I hope you're doing as well as can be doing. They have a petition going to stop them from the death penalty. Lots of people are have signed it. Or sorry, lots people are. Oh yeah, that's what lots of people are have signed. Then I was thinking maybe you don't want it to be stopped. So I thought I'd reach out to you. Hope you got my pictures and it brings you smile to your face, hopefully. The fan base you have out here is crazy. LMFAO. If you could only see it. Anyways, little about me. I'm 35. I live in Vancouver, Canada. Um, my name is Jessica, obviously. I work in a treatment center out here. I tell you what I look like, but I sent you pictures already. LOL. I'm planning on I'm planning on trip out that way. Don't know if you're allowed visitors or if you want them, but if you do, let me know. I don't even know if you're getting these letters. Hope to talk soon, Jess. Geneva says, baby or babe. So look, I know that you have a huge fan base and you have all these little fangirls after you, but I am not some little fangirl that will lose interest in a few weeks or a few months or even a year. When I saw you, I thought to myself, wow, this man is handsome. His voice is amazing and does things to my body no man can physically do for me. Then we talked on the phone and you had me owing many times more than any man was able to physically. I felt a soul tie to you. And I know that sounds wild. I don't really believe in that stuff, but with you, I do. I can be your ride or die, baby. I can be dedicated, loyal, and I am the kind of woman that you want in your corner. I have goals in life. I have a career that I am working on advancing. I have a good head on my shoulders, and I want to share that with you. So, where are you at with me? Where do I stand in the ocean of women that I am sure you are flooding your inbox? I am hearing this. Am I hearing the same things you're telling others? The ones that think you're the girl, or wait, the ones that think they're your girl? I'm not here for clout or whatever else these little girls are, considering so many of them are openly commenting about their relationship with you and openly posting about it as well. Which cool, you can't control these females, but I am not here to play games. I don't even get on social media like that. But as soon as I open it, there are these females are there these females are, and it low key pisses me off. I'm here to make you mine and only mine. I don't share. I'm a very jealous and territorial female. So just be straight up with me. Tell me you are mine if that's what you want, and you're only mine. Show me, prove it. That's where your mind is. Also, call me. I miss your voice. Me more. Not the right one for you, then, there, Geneva. If you're jealous and only want how'd she word it? If you're territorial and what's yours and you want him to be only yours, yeah, you're in the wrong boat. Erica says, some wine. It's gross, but since I'm Italian, I have to like it. Just kidding. Shannon talked me into it, but we're just listening to music and playing with makeup, and I'm just thinking about you nonstop. You drive me damn crazy. Going to send you some pics in a little bit. My daughter is doing Shannon's makeup, and it looks hilarious. Shannon is so effed up. She gets kind of annoying, but I love her. Miss you, Daddy. I hope you're well. I hope you're sleeping well. I love you so effing much. XOXOXOXOX. Aaron says, I just I used to just watch YouTube for videos on sewing for patterns for my business. I guess because I was stuck on your tryout. Now, every time I turn on the stupid TV, I see some dumb shit about you. Idiots trying to make money, making dumb videos with your name in the title and talking just to be talking. And the world is just as dumb to even watch that shit. It aggravates me to the point I don't even want to turn on the TV on anymore. Anyway, just wanted to say hi and let you know I'm thinking about you and wish I could hear your voice. I'm starting to forget how your laugh sounded and how it made me smile. Hope you're okay. Love, Aaron. Vivian says, baby, I'm at the airport. I've already gone through security. Guess what? The dildo wasn't taken out of the suitcase, and now I'm waiting for boarding. Now that it's about to start, I'm so happy. I can't believe I'm doing this. I actually wanted to send you a picture with it, but I have to top up money first. I only have money left for the one message here, but I'll top up some more money soon. Can you believe that I'm already much closer to you tonight? I love you. I'm looking forward to talking to you tonight and telling you everything. How much money do you need? So, how much should I send you? Yong, he says, as a firm believer in the potential for rehabilitation, I urgently implore our legal system to reconsider the death penalty for Wade Wilson. My strong conviction against capital punishment stems from the belief that everyone deserves a second chance. It's a belief rooted in the potential for human change and growth. I understand that there are consequences when one breaks the law, but taking a person's life is an irrevocable act. Rather than executing Wade Wilson, he should be sentenced to life in prison where he has the potential to change for the better and even help others avoid the same path. I say this because he's been convicted, so it's one or the other. Um, I personally believe that he should have prison with the opportunity for parole. There are people who have brutally murdered children who didn't even get the death penalty. It feels that some sort of example is being made of him. Nothing makes sense. It is my belief Wade was framed. Yes, he confessed, but he's also stated he was forced to because he was threatened that if he did not confess, then his family would be harmed. He was protecting his family, but no one wants to listen to him. Wade is not a monster. He is a human being, a friend, a father, a person with feelings, a man who was hurt and disappointed by everyone in his life since childhood. And then there's something redacted. A man who feels alone. Everyone makes mistakes, and perhaps he was not on the best path. But does that does not mean that he did what he has been accused of. He was very disoriented on the footage that morning, and I believe that he was drugged and the events took place, and when he woke, he was at the scene left very confused. I think he was still in an altered state of mind, and so he said very gruesome, stupid things that were not true, or he was told to say those things. There are too many inconsistencies in this case for anyone to feel confident wishing his life be taken from him. This is going to be another instance where a man is sentenced to death row, and years later, evidence clearing his name comes out when it's too late. Wade is a young man, redaction, not have his life stripped from him senselessly. Anyone who wishes the death penalty on him or anyone else is wishing for someone to be murdered, so they are no different than what they are accusing him of doing. The death penalty should have been banned in the olden days. It's inhumane and disgusting. Taking his life will not bring anyone else's back. Killing Wade is not the answer. I obviously sympathize with the entire situation, and by no means am I trying to disrespect the two ladies who lost their lives. But as I stated before, there are too many inconsistencies for me to believe that was Wade. Regardless, taking his life is wrong. Only God can judge, and it shouldn't be in a human's hand to make that call. There are so many cases of people being wrongly sentenced to death row, having their lives taken, and later their names are cleared when it's too late. Yeah, but this one isn't the one. The same for people who have life in prison. However, since it's one or the other, at least allow Wade to continue living in prison where he can grow, heal, and his children will have the opportunity to speak to their father throughout their lives. Ending his life will only cause pain and damage to his children and the people in the world who care for him. He is being treated like an animal, and it's just wrong. I'm not I am not even convinced that he got the tattoos by choice. Oh, people have to understand that inmates are trying to simply survive. No one knows what goes on behind those walls. I feel that he's being mistreated by everyone. An example is he wanted to cover his tattoos for the trial, but he was not allowed to. Yes, he was allowed to. He actually was allowed. He ended up not. They tried, remember they put the makeup on and did like a test run. There was an article, and I think it was even in the court docs. Did a test run and then realized, wow, like they would need more. I mean, you still might be able to see him, but he ended up choosing not to. So that's not even true. That's not true. He chose not to in the end. Oh, saying you made it. Yay. Hey, Betsy. Okay. Um, where are we at? So I feel he's being mistreated by everyone. And an example is he wanted to cover his tattoos for trial, but he was not allowed to. There's footage of a cop laughing about how they wanted to show Wade for who is. That's ridiculous. So many people have tattoos that they regret. Tattoos are not who you are. Wait, where is there a video of the cops laughing? I don't remember that. Have you guys seen that? If you have, send it to me. I don't remember any cop laughing at him because they wanted to show Wade for who he is. Anyway, there's a human being under them. Did anyone ever think that perhaps he was made to get those so he looked like a villain in court, or that he got them trying to simply find some sort of protection in prison? It's common knowledge that he was jumped in prison and people tried to unalive him. There are just so many factors in this case and inconsistencies, including so much slander. She said testimonies. People also say that he looked cold during the trial. If anyone knows anything about reading people, that was not cold. That was a scared boy filled with pain, fighting to catch his breath and holding in his emotions. If he shows emotions, he gets attacked in prison. Let me see comment. I want to see what um where am I at? So if he shows emotions, if he shows emotion, he gets attacked in prison. I would also guess that he is embarrassed of his teeth and that is why he doesn't like to talk. That's true. You can tell he is embarrassed by him because he the way he talks and won't smile. And when he laughs or smiles, he hurries up and like. So I mean, yeah, I mean, I could see that part, but hey, he chose the life and the way he. No, I don't feel bad for him at all. And the tattoos, no, I don't think he was forced. I think that he did have a choice to cover him. He didn't end up choosing that. The footage of him when the jury was reading the recommendation is the most heartbreaking thing I have ever seen in my life. The clips of him smiling was not him smiling about the situation. It was because someone in the courtroom was actually speaking to him like he's a human being and not like an animal. People have to realize that this is a real man with real feelings, a real heart. I have lost all faith in humanity with the amount of people who want to see this young man euthanized. I have cried so many tears because I've never seen such a vile display of hatred from people in my life. But Yong, I mean, do you see the vile hatred that he had in all these messages and phone calls? How he's making fun of people and not appreciative and just the way he is? You don't really see that. Hmm. He's not a good person at all. Um, Also, when Wade was arrested in 2019, the laws were different in Florida. At the time, it had to be ununanimous decision by all the jurors to request the death penalty. I said unanimous, unanimous, sorry. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Unanimous. I like that I don't understand because I don't get that one because it was different, so it should go I always thought it would go by what the law was when he got arrested. So that part, I mean, I see the point in that because the law was it had to be unanimous when on the time of his arrest and his murder, like his act where what he was charged for, that was the law. It had to be unanimous. So I do get that part. And I'm not a huge death penalty thing. Like I personally I don't. I think like it's almost like you're punishing somebody for doing something by doing the same thing. And I get the whole eye for an eye, but no, then that means like anybody could if somebody like kills somebody else, then that means that, like the person can just go kill them. That's not the way it works. If you go and like kill for somebody for revenge, you're still even if they did something horrible, you're still going to go jail for murder. So I'm not like I said, I'm not gonna sit there and protest it or anything, but, like, I don't think there needs to be I'd prefer, like, not no death penalty for anybody, just life in prison. Um, And like I said, I know some people's arguments is it costs more, but it doesn't. There was a study where it showed it actually costs more for death penalty defendants than not, and they broke it down. So that's not even true. The money thing, I don't know why it costs so much money for all the stuff needed for that, but it does. You could see it really does. So that argument is not even an argument really. So as far as the money thing, it supposedly costs more for the death row stuff. But so yeah, that I mean, I think life in prison is just to me, but I'm not saying that because I feel bad and I think, oh, he doesn't deserve it because he deserves every bit of pain and suffering he did to those women and everybody else he freaking did crap to. But I don't personally think the answer is taking somebody's life. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. Um, excuse me. And then, like I said, it is weird because back in when the crime took place, that's what I feel like that's what the law should be. Like that's what should pertain to that crime is when that happened, that should be what they follow. I thought that's the way stuff worked, but I mean, that's why I think one of the reasons he's trying to appeal. No, I'm not saying because I want him to win because he deserves any of that. Like, oh, he deserves it to win. And no, I'm just saying, like, my opinion for death penalty all around, and what I would think how laws would work. That you would think it would be like, oh, when that took place, that's what it should be, right? Am I making sense? There's nobody even is talking about this in chat. Hey, Jam. Hey. Hey, Jam, I think you missed. I did your card pick. You were the one that recommended the card pick for the giveaway. I did it. You weren't here. I think you missed it. Remember, aren't you the one that said you wanted to do like pick a card? I did it. Midnight Lace one. Hey, LeBron. Is Midnight Lace in the chat? Midnight Lace, are you here? You won the giveaway, the last giveaway, Midnight Lace. If you're here, email me. Okay, sorry. Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah. So, but did you see what I'm saying though? So like some of the reasons why people say that they one of the big things that I've heard as far as why people want the death penalty because they think that it's more money for life. But dude, that's my point that it's actually not because there's so many different costs for the death penalty. So that's actually not. So if you take that off the table and you knew that okay, it actually costs more for death row stuff, would you still want the death penalty? Or would you just be like, okay, then yeah. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so let's do this here. So also, I've never seen such a okay, wait. Okay, so at the time, it had to be unanimous decision by all the jurors to request the death penalty. It was just in 2023 that the law changed, that it had that it does not have to be unanimous decision. Not only do I think the death penalty should not exist for someone like Wade, but I also think that the law from the year he was arrested should apply in this case, meaning he would not be a candidate for the death penalty since not all of the jurors chose that. Consider this. According to Amnesty International, as of the 2020, 106 countries have abolished the death penalty in law for all crimes, recognizing it as a cruel and inhumane punishment. Moreover, research from the National Academy of Sciences reveals that at least 4.1% of defendants sentenced to the death in the US are innocent. Wow. Thus, emphasizing the importance of utmost caution when assigned such irreversible sentences. Let's strive to consider alternatives, such as life imprisonment, that respect the sanctity of life, or that respect the sanctity of life, while ensuring justice is served. Many have been asking if I know Wade personally or have spoken to him. No, I have not. I don't know Wade, but that's not true. He has spoken. I don't know. I don't know Wade. I just feel very passionate about the horrendous recommendation by the jury being the wrong choice. So this is obviously the letter he wrote to the judge, but he lied to him because he has talked to Wade, at least for sure, like this way. Anyway, I just feel very passionate about the horrendous recommendation by the jury being the wrong choice. My heart is absolutely broken over this entire situation. All I'm asking is that the judge has compassion and mercy for this human life. Death is not the answer. Please be a part of this urgent call to prevent the execution of Wade Wilson. Your signature can make a difference. Sign now to express your support. Oh, this is a petition? Every signature and comment matters. Hate comments will be removed. Thank you to everyone coming together to stand to save Wade Wilson's life. Wait, did he write this? So this is another petition, or is this the petition that's going around that he wrote or that he copied and pasted to show Wade the petition going around? Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. So that would make sense why the person said, I have not talked to him. I don't know him. But wait, wasn't Tiffany and somebody else the ones that did the petitions? She talked to him. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, I think this is the one. So this is the message from Brooke to Wade that I'm not going to read. I'm sorry. It's all like, I'm just not. If you guys want to screenshot it and read it, it's just sexual stuff. I don't know. I can't. So I'll just, like I said, I'll give you a chance if you guys want to read it later. So hurry up, and then I'm going to move up. You guys could screenshot it because I'm not. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't. Oh, so wait, James, explain to me the law part of this. Why, if the law was a certain way when the crime took place, shouldn't it follow that? Because that was the law when the crime took place, though? Just generally, wouldn't that be like how it should be on a legal standpoint? I don't get that. And does he have any ground? I mean, he's tried to bring that up in appeal. I know he's talked about that, but I've actually seen there was a couple cases that try to appeal because of that. And I'm pretty sure they didn't win, right? And I think the one ended up already getting put to death. They tried to appeal it because it was the same thing. During the crime, when the crime happened, it was before the law changed. The law changed what in 2023, where you had to be unanimous, and they weren't unanimous, so they tried to appeal it, and it didn't work. But I'm a little bit confused. Why, like, you think that would be actually a good reason to appeal? I don't know. Not that I want him to win or anything about anything, because, like, if I believed in the death penalty, then yeah, I think it would be appropriate for someone like Wade, like what he did. Um, it fits you know what I'm saying? It fits what the mitigation or those things that you need checked off, it fits. So I do think if I believed in it, yeah, I think Wade would deserve it, but I just don't really believe in it. Like, I don't know. Okay, really, Miss Juju? Okay. Yeah, I guess, but I mean, you would just think so that I don't know. I'll have to look into that. I did look into it. Yeah, actually, Miss Juju, I actually when that was all happening, this was probably 5, 6, 7, I don't know, maybe 5 months ago. I did read that the death penalty stuff. On one of my hundreds of Wade videos, I read those cases and I read like the appeals and the results of the cases that you're talking about. I read them on Florida and like the reasoning and the but it still wasn't like it was black and white. You know what I'm saying? It was still was like, like I see both sides. I mean, I saw more of the side of I feel like they should have been able to appeal. Well, they did try to appeal, but it should have won, maybe not won. I don't like to say won because I don't want like wouldn't say I wanted a murderer to win, but yeah, I did actually read that stuff. I can't tell you which which videos are in because I've covered so much stuff. It kinda sucks though because I have these long lives, I have so much good information in the like some of my old Wade lives, so much good information within the lives, and it's like it all gets lost because people, that didn't watch it and they just started watching me like a few months ago, and then it's like within a long live, so it's like they just see a long live and don't realize, but like I have so much good information. I really I admit it. I feel like I'm caught. I do. I feel like I covered so much good stuff on Wade, like all the court case, just so much in like each live. I feel like a lot gets missed out. Okay, so Jesse says, "Good morning. Talk to you soon for coffee, baby." So, like I said, this is the Brooke thing is just the yeah. So he gets that at 4, and then at 5, Jesse says, "Good morning. Talk to you soon for coffee, baby." Susie says, "Did you lose my number?" Vivian says, "So you can't make phone calls here, but you can use the internet? I can watch movies and listen to music and write messages. Did you sleep well?" Remember, she flew into the country. I think she's probably in Florida, right? And then she was at, I don't know if she was in a hotel. I forget, is it a hotel or Airbnb or whatever with a, isn't she there with a couple people? But she's telling them, I think she's at a hotel right here. Says she can't make phone calls, but she can use the internet and watch movies and listen to music and write messages. Angie said, "Did you get my picture?" Martina says, "Okay, we'll do it when I back home. I may be at work, so let me know which days and hours you can call me." Jesse says, "I'm going to be heading to the gym around 8, just so you know." Andrea says, "Morning, listen, I know you couldn't care less about what I want right now, but I'm very horny. I haven't done anything to myself since last week on the phone with you. Could you call me right now while I put my vibrator in my little and tell me the stuff you used to want to do to me until I come? I won't take long. If you feel uncomfortable saying stuff like that to me, then I completely understand. I have to start getting ready for work no later than 8. So if you can't call this morning, then we'll talk another time. If you can this morning, I won't even say anything. I'll just let you talk, and when I'm finished, we can hang up." That's kind of like out of character, Andrea. Like she don't. I mean, I think maybe there's been a couple where she's kind of talked like that, but Then she says, "Never mind. I finished. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have sent that. Wasn't really thinking. Have a good day." So that was at 7:26, and then at 7:40, she says, "Never mind. I finished. I shouldn't have sent that." Jesse says, "He's probably still sleeping, Andrea. So chill." Jesse says, "Must be sleepy this morning." Oh, what's OTW mean? "On the way to the gym, but please call me when you're up. I also didn't get my workout music from you yet. Hope I'm not annoying you with all of these messages. I love you very much. I miss you." Erica says, "Already thinking about you." They rejected the photo. There's literally nothing inappropriate in it. That's effing crazy. Wade to Erica says, "So call the jail and ask to speak with clerical supervisor. They are who denies the pick. So ask and complain. F these people handle that." She says, "Okay, I will." And then wait to Martina. Martina says, "Any day, any hour is good for me to call you." And then Wade to Stephanie says, effing for real, you need to call the jail here, core facility, and ask for a clerical supervisor to talk to. That's who keeps denying your pics and effing complains. Says the same thing basically to her and Erica. And ask why you can't show your butt or body when you're clothed or have shit on. This is BS for real. And then she says, man, I've tried to effing send so many bare ass underwear, booty shorts, all effing denied. I just keep trying to resend that shit. And then she says, Stephanie has sends another message and says, hey, Wade, sorry for messaging so much. I just think about you and your case so much. I'm praying that they give you this retrial. And I just think it would be amazing if you're able to be free one day. But even if it never happens, I know I don't know you, but I'll be here for you if you ever need. I really hope one day I get to get a response from you. You're just someone I can't stop thinking about. And I really hope you know that there are so many people out here that care about you. And I know you are probably flooded with messages, but I hope one day I hear from you whether or not or whether on here or a call. Anyway, let me know if you ever need anything. Take care. Wait, I have a question. Who did I think he did respond? Look, he's responded. Why is she acting like he didn't respond? That's weird. Wait, hold on a second. 8:36, 8:50 is 10 minutes. Yeah, she would have definitely got it by then because then that would be 8:59. That would be 13 minutes later. She's like, "Oh, I don't even if you never respond." He responded. Anyway, sorry. Okay, so Anna says, "A second attempt to contact you in the last time. Then I know you are not interested to write with or to me. I hope you're well and a little bit happy about the credits, Anna." And Jesse, yeah, I'm leaving this gym and never returning, LOL. Over the effing people in this town. Stephanie says, she told me certain inmates are blocked from certain kind of mail. So I guess you're one of them. So I'll keep trying. Guess this shit is starting to piss me off. She must not have got that. I don't know. Wade to Stephanie, that doesn't even sound right, her saying that. So she's saying that I'm being singled out? Why? Oh, from this. Okay. About the mail. Like he's being singled out from from get blocked from certain kind of mail. Huh. And she says, I don't know. She told me the clerical supervisor wasn't in yet. So I asked her, and she said some inmates are only allowed to receive certain kinds of mail. So it ain't me, baby. It's you. I'll keep trying, though. And she says, I'm home today, so I'll figure it out. Yong says, Wade, do you have kids? How many kids do you have? I love you, Wade. Catherine says, dang, I thought to you went well. Or I thought talking to you went well. Vivian says, still sleeping? Question mark. Jesse, yeah, he's not. He's up and he still hasn't did Jesse back. Oh my God. Got the medical record. Now he will because now she has something he wants. The medical records from Malcolm. And then there's a redaction. Andrea says, what do I need to do? I can't keep pretending that I don't want you or need you. I'm sorry I reactivated my TikTok when you gave me direct orders not to have it until you told me I could. I'm extremely hurt by what I saw. And no, what I saw and no, but it hurts 10 times worse not talking to you, not hearing a good morning, good night, you call me baby or Mrs. Wilson, and mainly not hearing you say I love you. However, if you think it's best we keep our distance, then please just tell me. I can be okay with that. But I need you to tell me so that I stop messaging. Obviously, I will be around if you want to catch up sometime, but if this is truly over between us, then could you please at least give me that closure? I feel 100% unwanted by you. And if that's the case, I'd rather know. Hold on. Ah, man, my leg. Hold on. Oh, okay. Wade says, I'm up, baby. I've seen the pic. at the airport, and it made me excited too, LOL. And so, no, you are already flying on your way straight to me. Or so now you're already flying on the way straight to me. Are you doing okay on the flight? How is things for you? I did sleep well, baby. And when waking up, I was thinking about you, of course, before moving in bed. You should into look at my movies now to find something that maybe we can watch while you're out flying. Saw that you said about money. Saw what you said about money to send, baby. We can take care of it later. Don't worry about it now. Okay, let's get you here and let us talk and you rest first, baby. I love you. Erica says, when are you going to talk to me? Wade to Yong. Hi, Yong. I love you too. You make me feel so good and safe. I read what you wrote in an attempt to save my life. What? Oh, death penalty. Never mind. Wow, thank you so much for everything. I can't ask for better than you are with me. I do have a kid. Only one in actuality. It's a son, and he is 5 years old. Okay. So in 2019, he still said he had two. I wonder when he actually found out the one wasn't his. I mean, maybe if I keep ordering it and things are going good with, I'm able to keep ordering stuff, we might find out when he actually finds out. He obviously finds out in jail sometime that the daughter's not his. Because in 2019, when he first goes in and he's talking to Rosemary, I mean, he's talking like both are his kids, or when he's talking to his parents, that they're both his. So she must have wonder when she did the paternity test because it sounded like in 2019 when she was talking to him, she thought they were both still his, or unless if she knew and just didn't want to tell him yet. I don't know. But now, I mean, in this one, he knows. He says, I only one in actuality. Jesse says, I love you so, 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 so much. Vivian says, what do you want to talk to me about? Or do you just mean in general? I'm okay. I'm sitting between two men, which is actually not so nice, but otherwise I'm fine. I'll be in Charlotte in 2 hours, and it looks like I can even catch an earlier flight to Fort Myers. Then I'd be in here 3:45. Then I'll grab the car and drive to the hotel. But why shouldn't I send money? That wouldn't be a problem. What? Or do I have to worry again? Do you have the new Joker movie to choose from? So the one from 2019? I wonder how much money she actually sent him because every time on the phone, it was always an excuse. It would sound like she would obviously have enough money to talk to him on the phone and message, but it almost sounded like there was always an excuse. And maybe once in a while she sent him $50 or something. But I wonder, like, how much did she actually really end up sending him? Because the way it always looks and came out and phone calls and messages is that there was always an excuse for sending anything big, and that you didn't see a lot of even like her saying, "I sent you money" or anything. Oh, thanks, Nick. Good. I'm glad you like him. Nick, oh, you joined. Yay. Thank you for joining. Wait, let me thank a couple people. Um, Melanie, 6 months. I've been here longer, but I would never go against all my YouTubers. Well, maybe that's for how long you've been a member. But sometimes, for some reason, if cards change or there's a glitch, sometimes you'll have to redo it. So I don't know. I think sometimes, let's say, like, oh shoot, I'm not a member because it something lapsed or somehow it like glitched out and didn't do it a month, or and you have to redo it, then I think it just goes by the last, like when you add it again, if that makes sense, because that's happened to a few people where they didn't know why it stopped. Maybe that was it. Cantarella, thanks for the another super chat. And Nick, thank you for becoming a member. And I like your profile pic. Ooh, that's cool. I like the colors. Okay. Brooke says, And hey, the bunny thing is really exciting, darling. I didn't mean to sound like I was downplaying it in my response. Of course, I'll speak on your behalf if you want me to. And Kay, think it's really sweet you said that to me. Or suppose the price was being. I think it's really sweet you said that to me. She's awesome, and I feel like she wants to help you. And I didn't actually know all that much about her. How she's married to Jelly Roll and he's been in prison, so that already tells us she's on your side. I thought a lot about it. If I want, I thought a lot about if thought it was a good idea last night, and I actually really do. I think it would give your case even more exposure than it already has, which I think is great, which I think is a great thing. I think the more that is out there, especially showing you a good light and reminding people that you're a freaking human being is everything. I think her personality is a lot like mine. And if I was at her level of fame, I would definitely use my platform to help you too. I think she's exactly what her thoughts are. If I had my guess, or sorry, hold on. I read that wrong. I think that's exactly what her thoughts are. If I had my guess, if I had my guess, sorry. So I just wanted to reach back out to you and tell you that I do think that's a great idea. I would think that you would be able to ask for top dollar. I imagine many different networks want to talk to you and are going to want to talk to you. And the first person who gets an interview with you now is a big deal. So that would be a huge deal to her. It will get insane exposure, which will wait, hold on. Same exposure, which will benefit her and you. So I would think that there would be wiggle room for negotiations there. But I also wouldn't care all that much about the pay. I would care more about getting your voice out there. Your voice needs to be out there right now. That is the main thing. I know you're very intelligent and you don't need my advice, but I will just always tell you what I think because I have your best interest at heart. Sorry, I'm starting to get hot. Anyway, I will talk to you later. Like I said, I'm off the next 3 days. You don't have to message me first to ask if you can call, although I notice you do, and I think it's sweet. I think you're sweet. I like you. If you want to call, you can always call me. I am not bullshitting you. I'm single. I don't ever have a guy next to me or anything like that. The only man who's ever going to be next to me is you, if we can finagle it. If not, in person, I'm always going to be here, whatever way I can be. We will figure things out together. But yeah, you can call me whenever you want. Did he respond to her that one? Because this is Brooke, the message that I didn't read. Did he respond to that? Hold on, let me see. So I guess maybe he called her or something because he didn't respond to her after that sexual one. Yeah, he must have freaking maybe called her. I don't know. You guys, I might end it here. I can't. My leg's killing me and I am hot, sweating. Woo! Um, let me. I didn't make it to the title. Didn't make it to that title part where the STD and the military thing, but I'll make that the title of my next one, and I'll change this to the sending spice because that actually would be a good title. I can't believe somebody freaking was sending him that. Okay, so I'll just switch the title because I didn't get that far. I can't do it, guys, because it's already almost 3 hours. I usually keep it around that time, and usually I get 100 pages, but I didn't get there quite because I took 20 minutes to start. I think. Okay. Oh my god! I just like hold on. So look, my hair is sweating, sticking to my head because it was sweating. Well, I'm writing down where I left off. Hold on 1 second. So we left off page 691. Okay. What'd you guys think? Hold on, guys. Just making sure I have. That's the list of ones I could look into. That's right. Okay. Let me move this over here. All right. Itchy. We didn't make it goal, huh? How many do we need left? Happy sheep. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Nick. Nick. Thank you. Did I already thank you, Nick? Soul. No, I didn't already. Okay, Soul, thank you. Nick, thank you. Happy sheep. Did we make hold on, did we make it or we're probably not even close? Oh shoot. It's so we could do the giveaway. I know I get a little too I'm looking for the goal. I'm not texting. I'm looking to see how we are on the goal. Man, we would need 11 more. I don't think we'll get that on wind down. Maybe I'm too ambitious for my goals, but I don't know. Shoot. Because now I have I feel like we've been trying to make it for like 5 lives now. So all the people from the last that contributed, you guys will all be entered in the giveaway, but but yeah, thank you guys though. Thanks. Maybe next time I'll make it 10 super chats and so we can make it so I can pick a winner. Is whatchamacallit, is Midnight Lace here? Because Midnight Lace, you won the last giveaway. If you're here, email me so we could get it. Look, my hair's sticking to my head. Sweat. Midnight Lace, Midnight Lace. Yeah, I mean, I have all the ones. Basically, well, I don't know because I don't have 5 years worth of messages, but I have whatever dates I had messages. I would have Kelly's messages. Yeah, I can't say I have all of them because she knew them from 2019. So that means I'd have to have 5 years worth of messages to know that I have every single one of them. But yeah, I mean, I have the ones from 2019 where it sounds like she isn't going to message him anymore. But who knows if she ends up doing it? I don't know. LeBron, thank you. Thank you. That's so sweet. That's so sweet. Awesome. Oh, nah. That's funny. That's true. Well, yeah, but the goal was the 10 above though. Sometimes I put it 5 above, but the goal for this one was the 10 above one. So, I mean, not really. I don't know what to do. Some of the ones I did, the last few goals, I did do 5 above, but this one I was like, you know what? There's a lot of people here. Maybe we'll be able to do the 10 above. So, no, not really technically. It wouldn't be the goal, but Don't worry though. I mean, I have how let's see how many lives. Hold on. Because I've tried a goal for let's see. Let me see if I could because I screenshot it. Let me see if I can figure out how many lives that was from the screenshots I have. Hold on. So that would be one, two. I guess not. Maybe it was only hold on. No, I guess it looks like it was only like three. I think we only did like 3 lives where I've been trying. As if I forgot to screenshot some because I only have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like 9 screenshots. But I'm guessing by how they're grouped of how many because usually I screenshot them at the end per live. So like one group has the 2, and that should probably 1 live, and then there's one that has 4 screenshots, but 2 of the screenshots only have 1 person, so that's probably another live. So that's probably 2 lives. No, maybe there's 4 lives, and then there's a group of 2 screenshots to get like 4. It's 4 donations, but it's a group of 2 screenshots together. So that's probably 1, 2, 3. So probably 4 lives. So this will be the 5th live. Oh, then I kind of was right. This will be the 5th live of trying. But don't worry, the previous ones you'll still be entered into this one once we make the goal. I save them all, so I'll enter you guys. So they'll probably be okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh wait, some of those. Hold on, I did that wrong. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So far, 21 people will be entered plus the ones from tonight. So, I mean, it's still a pretty good chance. And if we ever get the goal on the first time, well, most of the time I put 10 super chats at a time. So it could be like 1 out of 10 chance if we could ever make it the first time. But I never do. So what did I say? 16? How many did I say? 21 plus. I think I said 21, right? And then plus today's. Let me screenshot today's. But I mean, today's was 10 and up, not the 5 and up, though. Last time it was the 5 and up, though. I mean, I know I could make it that way, but then it wouldn't be the act. I don't know. I don't know how to do it. But I don't want to do that because then it's not fair to the other people on the last ones that did 5 and up and didn't get entered. So I should just make it whatever the goal was. So this one is going to be the 10 and up because that's what I have on the goal. So next goal or next live, I'll just do 5 and up. Maybe we'll be able to make it. And I'll just do 10 5 and ups. So that we should definitely be able to get that, right? Because that would only be $50. But like I said, YouTube takes, I don't know, they either take 30 or 40% of super chats because it's a little bit less of the super chats than they take of ad revenue. So I'll have to look. I think I don't know. It's either 34. They take a good chunk though, because they're like your partner. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're in the YouTube partner program. So they're like your business partner, is what they are. So they make basically like almost half of what you freaking make. Ad revenue, I swear, used to be 50% they made, but I don't know if it's changed when I started. And then I think the super chats were 40%, because the super chats, you made a little bit more percentage than the ad revenue for some. Well, yeah, it makes sense. And then, but I don't know, it might be different now, because I things change as time goes. Because I think somebody said it was 30% now. Because like when you get paid, you just get paid once a month, and it's they don't break it down on your paycheck. So it's just everything together. Like, so it's not like you could be like, well, why wouldn't you know? Well, I don't know. I just don't go back, and I don't even know. That'd be kind of hard to calculate that from. I don't know, because you'd have to somehow figure out, okay, what month it's take, because it goes like you're behind a whole month, and then you have to get the day that starts, day that ends, memberships, try to figure out. Yeah, I don't know. That'd just be too hard to try to see what percentage, but I can Google it. But I mean, they are your partner, and I guess that's how they make money too, you know? Um, I do think though, I mean, I think super chats, I think it would only be fair. I think super chats, she should get 100% of the super chats. I get the ad revenue, them getting half of it. That kind of makes sense, because they're your partner, and you're on their platform, and they're taking care of, the systems, like putting the ads in. I get that, because they got to make something, whatever. But super chats, that's a little much, because the person is donating to you. They want you to have that money. So that, I feel like we should get all of that. I really do. But it's just not the way it works. But that's why a lot of people will put their PayPal or Cash App or something else up. So, people could donate to that. But the problem with that is people tend more to donate to the super chats and stuff, because it's all the recognition and the fun of like putting their name up there, and it gets in there, and then they could get their message read, and they get some attention. So it's like people like that more than going behind the scenes and donate to your other stuff where nobody gets to see it. I get it. I mean, I get it. We're human. I mean, I get it. It's not that I'm judging, but that's why it's just harder to get people to like do your personal stuff. But like your Cash App or PayPal, but I mean, it is what it is. But that's why I should start using Streamlabs. I don't know how to do that, but I could probably learn. But you could somehow, I got to learn the system better. But if I start using Streamlabs, you could set it up where it recognizes, somehow you can have it connected to your PayPal and Cash App and stuff, where it could recognize even that. If I could learn how to get that connected, and I'm sure I can. It's just, God, StreamYard is just so much easier to do stuff. But and start using that and connect the PayPal and Cash App, so then people will get recognized still for when they donate. That could work. I just don't know how to set that one up. I mean, don't know how to connect them. I never even tried. I just know that you could do it. So maybe it'll be easy. I'll look it up. And maybe I should start using that. Because then, you get all of that. But hey, I'm not mad. I mean, when you think about it, it is kind of sucky, but you know what? It's a job, and they were like my employer in a way or something. So they got to make a percentage of whatever. So it doesn't really make me as mad as you would think. But um, I'm just grateful and thankful. I have a job that I like, and I actually like want to spend time on, and I don't dread it, and I don't have to like be on my feet or my back. Like literally when I worked in the restaurant or even in the pharmacy, like my back so bad. Like I would sit down on my car ride home and drive home. And it wasn't until, yes, when you're working, you could have times where it's hurting, but it wasn't until I sat down on that car ride, just or sit down anywhere. But usually when you're working on your feet, you don't sit down till you go home. So I sat down in that car ride to get home, and then I like couldn't walk to walk into the house. So how many times like sometimes I can make it into the house, but then I'd have to go down on my back and do these things that my mom taught me, these stretches that would give you enough strength where you could walk. I can't even describe it. I know people that have their backs went out will understand it, but if you've never had it happen, I can't describe what it feels like, but it's like you can't walk. And then it's like you're walking, and if you do it, if you move it just like a little too much, like it feels like it's going to go out. But I don't know how to describe that feeling. It feels like it's like, how would you describe it? Like it's about to go out. Like you feel like right there. And you should go, oh no. And then, sometimes it does go out, but you could like feel it. So like you got to be careful how you move. It's like it's this little thing that's just going to go out. I don't know. And yeah, and it hurts. And it's just like, oh, because then if it does go out, you can't walk. You literally cannot walk. Like you can't even turn like positions in bed. Like you have to use your arm to like try to like turn from side to side, your arm strength. Oh, and it's just so painful. And then if you get to the part where I herniated a disc, oh my God, I remember being in the hospital, just like I had to call 911. It was just, and I was in the hospital, like, give me something. They took forever to give me something for the pain. It's like, it was so freaking bad. It was the first, it's like, I wasn't even screaming like that for my pulmonary embolism, even though that hurt really bad. But so yeah, it's just, and then like, when it is on the verge and you feel and you're so nervous, because if your back goes out, sometimes it's a couple months. Like if you're working on your feet, you're like, if it goes out, I'll be out of work for like potentially a couple months. Cause I mean, I can't even walk, let alone work in a restaurant or on my feet or at the pharmacies. Like, what am I going to do? So you're like so nervous. It just sucks, man. It used to suck. And like I said, then when you just feel it, and so you're just being so careful, like, oh my God, okay, gotta make it to my bed. Like, please don't go out. Please don't go out. And, sometimes you make it and then you're able to go in bed and then you do more stretches. And then the next day you're okay. You can walk. If it doesn't go out, then you do it all over that night. And then you just pray it doesn't go out every night. And usually it's like a lot of the times it ended up going out when it wasn't like hurting at the time. And it was like because like when you could feel it on the verge, like you kind of like baby it and you make sure. So you're like, oh my God, oh God. So you make sure you don't move a certain way. So most of the time when it actually would go out, it was when you weren't being like, you were just like fine. It wasn't like on the verge. So you're just like doing something. And then, so you're not like, it's weird. It's just weird the times that went out for me. The one time I was cleaning the fridge, one time I was in the shower, one time I was going to the bathroom. That herniated, that was bothering me for a while. But then before it got to the point where I ended up calling 911, like I was able to get around somewhat with Randy. And then it got to a point where, yeah, it was so bad. I couldn't even have him like help me to like go to the bathroom. It got so bad. But anyway, so my point is I'm very thankful. I don't have that. I don't have to deal with that. So I'm not trying to be ungrateful or anything, because I would not be able to do it. Like, and it makes a difference, like not being on my feet. So now I can go on my walks, and you know what I'm saying? It's just, there's something about working on your feet. So it's not like I can't walk and do other stuff, but like when you're like on your feet all day, bending and turning, I don't know. Like restaurants really hard on you. And like when I was younger, when you're younger, you're invincible. I was doing stuff, bending, picking up probably stuff that was too heavy, thinking I was invincible, doing all this wear and tear on my back, not bending with my knees properly because I didn't know any better, just being a young person thinking I'm strong, I could do it, and that wear and tear, mixed with genetics, because my dad had a bad back. On my dad's side, they have really bad backs. So mixed with the genetics of the bad backs, nope. Take care of your back. That's why I always tell people, please take care of your back. Bend with your knees. Pick up with your knees. Like, I didn't do that. I didn't know that when I was younger, and I didn't do it. Like, where you lift with your knees. Now I make sure I do. I'm so, yeah, right. Oh, thanks, mama. Wait, LeBron. Also, you're doing too much though. You're on vacation right now. You donate too much. You're always donating like 3 or 4 times to goals. I just feel like guilty. I feel bad. Like, I don't even want to take. Oh, Mama Mia, Carolyn. I like pineapple pizza now. I never used to until one day in Colorado at the pharmacy. I used to be like, ew, like, why? I wouldn't even try it. Like, what is wrong with people when they order pineapples? Like, what the heck? That doesn't belong on pizza. Till one day at the pharmacy, working at the pharmacy, we all ordered like takeout, and somebody got a pizza with pineapple. And I'm just like, it's like, I got to try. I tried it, fell in love with it. I love it now. It's like, what have I been missing this whole time? Thinking it's so gross. The minute first time I tried it, I'm like, wait a minute. Now I get it. I get it. But and thank you, Caroline Nelson. Memberships help a ton too. Thank you. They really do. Thank you. Um, oh yay. How much more do you got? Oh yeah, yeah. I didn't even know any better, because I worked in the pizza shop, the family's pizza shop, since I was in like grade school. And in grade school, I call kindergarten, preschool to 8th grade was like all in one school, but I started working like when I was 13 or 14, and there, and I just worked there all through high school too. I went to college, and then there was one summer I came, or no, in the summers when I came home from college, I might only did that once where I actually worked there. And then when I actually moved home and then went to finish off college living at home, because after Larry died, my boyfriend died, I moved home and finished. And I actually took 3 years off and then went back to college, and I graduated. I went back. Like a lot of people that say, if you take a break, you won't go back. But I did. I took a break and went back and graduated. But I worked there all that time too. So I worked there a lot of years. And then restaurants, because that's what I'd experienced. And so restaurants, all that's hard work in the kitchen. And then I got that job in the pharmacy. I worked for like 3 or 4 years. But that wasn't as hard of work, like manual work, like it wasn't as hard on your body, but it was still on your feet. So my back went out when I was working there, and I was like, man, I cannot miss I can't miss like a ton of work. So I went to a chiropractor, and I was like, I need, like, you need to get me on my feet as soon as possible. Like, I can't miss a lot of work. And he's like, okay, I'll do the best I can. He was awesome. He'd come to my house, and he did it. Like, he got me good. I mean, I forget how long I was out for that, but I went there and that was his goal. He did the traction, and he did the needles, this other vibration thing, and then the traction, which was the key to try to get my back in place. So he ended up getting it after weeks or probably a month. I don't remember how long I was out. But then fast forward a couple years, and then that last thing before I left Colorado, when I herniated my disc, it was the worst ever. Oh my God, that was the worst out of all of them. And that's when I had to call 911, and I was that was horrible. I think I was in the hospital for over a week because I couldn't walk. I can't. I couldn't even walk. But I mean, you never really can. You have to have help when your back goes out. It sucks. How many people put a one if your back has went out to the point where you can't walk? That you know what I'm talking about. Like you literally cannot walk without like somebody helping you, like carrying you almost. Um, and put it two if not. I'm just curious. I think I'm gonna go to a chiropractor. So now I've been having this leg pain and I could tell. So it's in a different part of my, I'm sure it's at a different disc or whatever. So I've always had the right leg pain, right? I've had it with my back issues going down my right leg, but this feels different. Like it's in a different spot, still the right leg, but it's just different. But I could tell. So it starts from my butt, right? Like the top of my butt. And it's like I think there's a nerve or a pinched nerve or like a nerve in between my discs, which I've had before. That's what they said originally. Years before I herniated my disc, I have degenerative disc, spinal stenosis, and then I had a nerve. The disc was like pinching a nerve, and that's why it was down my right leg. But that slowly went away after I moved here and got off my feet. But just recently, again, it feels like it's pinched, but it's like a little bit different than the last time. Or maybe I'm just remember feeling it different since I'm older. I don't know. But it just feels like it's a little bit different. So it might be a different part. And it's like, I really do think it's like a different nerve or something. And it's like just down my leg just aches and then you could feel that it is like I do. I just think a nerve is like in between. It's like being jammed in between discs. And thank God I got my new bed because when I sleep on my side, that's when it hurts so bad. So now that I'm able to sleep on my back because I can't on a flat bed sleeping on my back. Yeah, I can put a pillow under my legs, but I mean, it still hurts with people that have bad back to sleep on your back. And then if I sleep on my side, I have to pillow in between my legs. But anyway, now that I have that bed that the zero gravity that I could recline, so I could sleep on my back so comfortable. So like I could actually sleep and not be dying of leg pain. Because the last couple of months, my right leg, and it was like mainly when I slept. It wouldn't even bother me during the day, but when I went to sleep on my sides, it hurt so bad. Oh my God, so bad. Like so bad where I'd wake up like, oh my God. But now I don't because I could sleep on my back like this. But anyway, now it's actually starting to hurt a little bit in the day if I sit too long or whatever. It's hurting right now. I'm gonna go to a chiropractor though. I'm gonna look into one and see if he could. I don't know if it is a nerve in between my discs. I don't know if they could do anything. I know when it went out, like a slip disc, he's able to get it back in place after, weeks of traction and stuff. But I don't know. Does anybody know if there's a nerve in between discs? Can a chiropractor get that out or no? Oh, I do, Casey. That's what I do. I know them. My mom taught me them. That's what I was talking about. I would do them when I couldn't walk because it's my sciatica. So I would do them and they would help so much. It's crazy. Like literally, if you can't walk, I get down on the ground and do them, and it gave me enough because I can't explain it. If you haven't ever experienced this, I can't even explain what it feels like when you can't walk because of back pain. I don't even know. It's like you just can't. And then it would give me enough strength to be able to make it upstairs. Yeah, I know of like 4 different ones that help so good. But my leg pain, it doesn't help with it because I've tried it. It's because I swear, there's the nerves in between. It's jammed or something. They can? Okay. Or wait, you said no then. Yes or no? Can they? Does anybody know? Okay. Harley, I don't know what your answer on though. It's when you like when you answer like, can you just answer like if you're saying yes or no to something? Can you say like anybody like say what you're answering yes or no to? Because that's an issue sometimes when people are answering me. I have no idea what you're answering. Really? Yeah, I mean, mine did too. My first one, the first time it was in my between my discs get healed, but that took years, years. Yeah, well, you said months to years. It took years before the leg pain started, and now I have it again. It probably is the same. It just probably feels different to me. It just, I don't know, because you know how, like, for instance, taking different medicine or drugs, sometimes like you years apart, it feels like so different. Like when now I don't do anything anymore, but when I used to, like, you could take something and it would feel so different. That's my best example. I know that's silly to make an example like that. So I'm wondering if this is the same nerve and the same disc, but it just feels different because I'm older. I'm a different person. I'm not a different person, literally, but you know what I'm saying? Pain feels different to me, maybe. I don't know. Okay. So you think you think a massage therapist would be better than a chiropractor for that? That's what I don't know. Yes, do it. So my bed is a recliner. It moves. It's like it reclines feet and head. And they have it. So you could do it however you want. Like you could do just the head up or the feet up or both or whatever level. But they have a setting on there that's just zero gravity setting. And that's what I use every night. I just use the zero gravity and it lifts it both up, the legs and the back. And then I sleep on my back all night. Don't need to move, don't need to sleep on my sides where my leg kills. But Mama Mia. So a couple years ago, I would get the leg pain too though, okay? And it felt the same, but I would get it like sometimes I get it my left leg, sometimes my right, and it would last maybe sometimes a couple weeks or a couple months and then it would go away. And then maybe a couple months later it'd be on my other leg. But then it stopped for like, however long. And now it came back. And for some reason, this time I feel like it's staying longer. So yeah, I was, I was using my mom's and dad's bed. She said it was like 30 years old. That mattress, that's what I've been sleeping on for the last 8 years. And then before that, guess what? For 9 years in Colorado, guess what bed that I slept on? I never had a real bed. Air mattress. For nine, the whole time in Colorado, I slept on an air mattress. I mean, it was comfortable to me. I mean, obviously, it probably wasn't the best on my back when that's when I was, still getting high and stuff. But I mean, I don't know. It was just, it wasn't like it was uncomfortable. I was fine with it. It felt like a real bed. I had it was like a 4-inch mattress pad. No, not a 4 inch. It was like, I don't know, maybe a couple inch mattress pad that I got that went over top of it. It was one of those that plugs in. So whenever would lose air, you just flipped it on, it would fill up. Hey, it worked. And I think the mattress pad helped. It was a really thick one. And to me, I feel like it felt like a regular bed. Isn't that crazy? For like 9 years, I slept on the same one until the last year or so it got a hole and it was leaking. And then that's when we became homeless anyway around that time. But I think for a few months though, what we would do is we would fill it up and then by the morning we would be on the ground. So it was like you fell asleep and was foot up in the morning, be on the ground. But the thing is that's when we were in the middle of like real bad addiction. So we were up like for weeks at a time, not sleeping. At least I was. So I didn't sleep for weeks, and then I would sleep for like a day, you know. So it wasn't. Oh my lord. I know. Yeah, I was just about to say you guys are probably like, no wonder you're back. But my back problem started way before that though. Like my first back went out when I was 21 is the first time my back went out. So my back problems started way before that. Seriously. They started, in my 20s. So it wasn't because of that, because I had back problems way before that. But like when I was working at the pizza shops in high school, or no 20s. I guess not high school. I lied. 20s when I was working in the pizza shop. But I was, yeah, I mean, I guess I have been an addict for a while, but leading up to when it went out, but I remember that first time it went out when I was in the shower. But and then after that, so yeah, my 20s, but then it slowly got worse and worse as you age, yeah. But yeah, I struggle with it when I was still living here. Yeah, like I said, but definitely got worse with the years. Definitely. But I think regardless, even if I didn't sleep with the air mattress and all that, like it still would have been just as bad, I feel like, because it was just a progressive thing, Like I had already done the damage in my early years, I feel like. But I also think it's like years of working in the restaurant, like physical, like that's hard work. And I would just probably pick up stuff even when I had a bad back, like even when it started like going out and stuff, I probably, then I didn't have a choice. So I had to keep working, make money. I had to work, I was a good worker. So I probably, overworked and kept doing too much that I shouldn't. Even though then I started being smart with how I lifted things because I had to after was a point where I realized, oh shoot, my back's going out. But I still had to work, and it just progressively got worse. All right, guys. Oh, it's not permanent, but I have a degenerative disc, which I know a lot of people have, and a spinal stenosis, and then um I herniated the disc, I've slipped disc. So it's just gonna get worse. It's not gonna get necessarily better. But I feel like it is strong. My back is stronger now that I'm not working on my feet. And now I'm starting to walk in when I'm exercising and stuff. But right now it's just that freaking nerve. But as far as my discs and stuff, they're not going to get better. They're only degenerating. You know what I'm saying? They're only getting worse. So it's not, I mean, I can build my core and make my stomach stronger to help my back. But as far as my back, I mean, it only progresses. So it's not going to necessarily get better without surgery or anything. So, I mean, I get what you're saying, permanent, but yeah, I can make my core stronger, but it's still my discs are my discs and my back. You know what I'm saying? So but I mean, hey, I'm good though, because I'm not in a restaurant anymore. So I'll be okay. Just this leg thing. I just want to get that nerve out of the discs, man. Nerves suck because it's like it goes down your whole freaking leg, and that pain is just not fun. Yeah, they wanted me to have surgery when I was in Colorado, and I'm just like, no, I couldn't do it. I think I had my dad in my head because my dad always said never have back surgery because he had bad backs, back went out his whole life. He struggled, and then he ended up getting nerve damage where he has a like drop foot where his foot. So he'd always fall a lot because his foot would hang. He had no like feeling in his foot either, so it would just like hang. So he'd have to make sure he picked up his phone or his foot real high so he didn't trip on it. But he used to trip a lot, fall. But I mean, not a ton, but maybe like once every few months. So it's not like he did it all the time. He got used to picking up his foot, but he's always in my head for how many years talking about like never have back surgery. He was so against it, thinking that it's just a waste, it would make it worse, you know. But I think maybe back then it maybe wasn't, they weren't as good at it. But I've been hearing otherwise. Like I feel like nowadays it might not be, it might actually be a good solution. I mean, I'm not gonna do it. I don't think I would, but I'm just saying, like, if it got to a point, it might, I don't know. I think it maybe it depends. I don't know if it's as bad as he used to always say. Like he was literally so like, never do it. Like, nope, back surgery is a, it'll make it worse. It's a scam. Not a scam necessarily, but he swore like it would just be, it wouldn't help and it would just make everything worse. Knocking on wood. Wait, it fixed the drop foot? But isn't that nerve damage? Like permanent? Like he had no feeling in his foot. It was like, no, more than that. Like from his knee down, his whole, from like his knee down to his foot, like it was nerve damage. Like you could just like touch it. He couldn't feel it. So I don't think surgery could repair nerve damage, could it? That's what I'm thinking, Harley. Like now it's probably so much better than when he was like in his 20s and his back was going out and people, maybe doctors were trying to tell him to get it. So when he started looking into it, it probably was, it probably was, because you know the back's so complex and stuff. It probably wasn't good. There probably was a lot of bad results. But I think these days it could be a good solution. Yeah, but then see, you hear like bad stories. See, that could be another reason he could hear a couple bad stories and then like, oh, it scares him. Your aunt, what? Like a kid? So Angie, you're saying it fixed your drop foot? I better go. 3 hours. Wow. I just did a long wind down. I better go. But so it still is. The surgery didn't fix it, right? I'm confused though what you're saying, Angie, because you said you had surgery, but the surgery isn't going to fix your drop, your, right? It's, okay, I see. I see. Okay. Well, that's good. Did you used to trip a lot, you said, right? But I could see if you're still numb, then how? Like I could see you still tripping then. Because the numb part, huh? Well, thanks. Was that supposed, man, yeah. Oh wow, good job. Nice. Yeah, I have a feeling that I'm trying to think it was my dad's right or left. Hold on. I can't think now. But I have a feeling eventually mine's gonna. You know what the crazy thing is though? Wait a minute. So when I was having, before I moved home and I was on my feet and I was having like really bad the back pain and the right, when I had the right leg pain for like years, it actually, my right foot, and then when I herniated the disc, and even when I slipped the discs and backs go out and stuff, like my right foot started to get numb. Swear to God, like where it was not fully numb, but it was like half numb. But then when my somehow, like I said, when I stopped working on my feet and I moved home here and I didn't work in the restaurants or on my feet anymore, and that right leg pain started slowly going away, my right foot isn't numb anymore. I thought that would have been permanent, but it came back. But now it still isn't numb because I'm telling you, I feel like this is a different nerve. But I don't know. But like I said, now that I have the right leg pain again, I don't know if if it will get numb again. But I suffered with it so long. I mean, for years. I mean, probably like 10 years, like where the right leg pain, that it got so bad with the discs going out and then between the disc and slipping. And then when it herniated, it got so bad that it made it numb, like half numb. It wasn't completely numb. But it's not. It went away then. Huh. So I guess being numb, it could come back. But see, mine wasn't all the way gone. His was. His was dead. I mean, it was, but mine never was all the way. It was just like a little bit where it was like tingly and just like somewhat numb. But yeah, huh. I hope it doesn't get like that again. All because I don't work in the kitchen anymore and I don't work on my feet. So I am grateful for my channel. I'll end it with that. I'm okay, best of me. Thanks for asking. I'm going to go. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for chatting. I hope everybody's backs get better and have a good one.